Prosecutors say 33-year-old Cindy Williams and 21-year-old Lori Brown's partially clothed bodies were found inside a model home in Powder Springs. Witnesses described seeing a stocky white man around 6 feet tall driving a black Dodge Durango. 5 days later, Humphreys was arrested.
Humphreys' execution was previously scheduled for last December, but was stopped due to a legal challenge involving parole board members. This would be Georgia's first execution since 2024. Happening now, jurors in Massachusetts are deliberating in the trial of Lindsay Clancy, who's accused of murdering her 3 children. Correspondent Peter Haralambous reports the jurors have a few options to consider.
If they conclude, as defense lawyers have alleged, that Clancy was in the throes of postpartum psychosis and unable to differentiate between right and wrong, they could find Clancy not guilty by reason of insanity. She would then be sent to a state psychiatric facility. However, if they believe Clancy was aware of her conduct, they could choose between the crimes of first-degree murder, second-degree murder, manslaughter, or acquit her entirely.
A Canton man is accused of sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl after she missed her school bus. The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office says 42-year-old Raymond Sukram drove up in a truck and asked the girl if she needed a ride. Police say he talked her into getting into the truck. He then drove to a location in Canton where he's accused of sexually assaulting her. He's in the Cherokee County Jail now facing charges that include aggravated child molestation. In what's the start of a huge power surge, Georgia's Fort Benning is getting a nuclear micro-reactor. Georgia Tech's Stephen Biagalski says this type of technology should be used at the local level, too.
We have AI data centers that need additional electricity, and implementation of nuclear power within the state, such as what's done in the Vogtle 3 and 4 reactor additions to our electrical grid, really is needed and vital to the economic growth of our state.
The U.S. Army announced yesterday 5 bases will get different types of micro-reactors, which act as a backup power source. Metro Atlanta drivers get a reprieve this weekend on the west side perimeter because of the weather. The Georgia DOT announces it is postponing the full closure of I-285 between Cascade Road and Langford Parkway. There will be partial lane closures starting tomorrow night through Monday morning. There are 2 more full closures tentatively scheduled for next month. It is 3:03 and the Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Stacked up on the east side perimeter, Bill, 285 east and northbound. Delays start around Flat Shoals Parkway, getting up to this right lane crash at Covington Highway, exit number 43. In Gwinnett County, still got a center lane crash on Highway 141 Peachtree Boulevard northbound at Jones Mill Road, and on the 285 east and southbound ride between Dorville and Tucker. That ride's starting to get slow as well from Peachtree Boulevard as you head east and south, passing Chamblee Tucker Road down to Highway 29 Lawrenceville Highway. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which may be heavy at times through the course of today. The afternoon high is 87. Few rain showers for tonight, lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. Scattered storms continue for tomorrow.
And Storm Tracker radar picking up some showers now in the northern suburbs. Rain in northern Cherokee County, also some rain falling in Bartow County at this hour. 82 in Milton, 86 in Decatur, 84 in College Park. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. But I am not alone, although I have to say, it's a sausage show today. The donut has the day off. But we do have sausage number 1, Tim Andrews. Sausage number 2, George Clark. And everybody's favorite sausage, the delectable Jared Yamamoto.
Big old juicy sausage.
He's uncured. That's what I like.
Well, yeah, it's that whole European thing going on.
Yeah.
You have to lead it up to the ladies. Some like cured, some like uncured. It's
right.
The way that it is.
Some just think a sausage is a sausage.
That's right. They don't care. Just give me a sausage is what they say.
I like them both.
Some do. Why not? It depends on your mood, right?
I like a cream-filled donut.
Yeah. And then a cruller from time to time.
Nah, just the cream-filled.
That's all you like?
Yeah. Or jelly.
What about lemon?
Nah. Yeah, come on.
I was going to ask about Twinkies, but I'm not going to go there.
Well, as long as they have ID.
All right, right, we're off and running.
Oh my God.
Oh no, hopefully that wasn't couched in such a way that the kids in the back seat wouldn't even begin to understand. They're talking about donuts.
If they ask any questions to the backseat, how would you respond to them?
They're talking about donuts.
Yes.
And the answer is no, we're not getting donuts.
I like an old-fashioned.
Speaking of old-fashioned, I have this thing now where I don't like to start with politics, and
What you're going to start with?
well, I'm just going to ask this question. Like this thing that went down, was this yesterday with the changing of the name of?
Oh, it's official today. He just
No,
signed
but I
the
mean,
executive.
when did he do this thing where
Oh,
he
on
was
Truth
writing
Social, it
on
was
the
last
map?
night.
All right. I'm just saying, pretend whether you love Trump or you don't love Trump. I don't like using the word hate. I hate using the word hate.
Well, dislike.
Love comes easy to me. Yes, if you like Trump or you dislike Trump, I'm going to ask you to engage in a little bit of a experiment. Remember those things used to come out as like, hey, are you hearing Yanni or the other thing? What was the other thing?
Yanni.
Laurel.
Laurel, yeah. Forget that the person you're listening to here is the President of the United States. And just imagine, I don't know, maybe great-grandpa's had a long life. He's still around, 91, 92, and you love great-grandpa, but sometimes he goes off and do his own little kind of thing. And let's just say that you just walked into a room, and great-grandpa had maps out, and he had a pen, the marker, and he's talking. So just pretend, just as the experiment, this is a thought experiment. Just pretend this is not the President of the United States. And tell me that, that you don't just hear an old man muttering away senselessly. All right.
So this is Lake Ontario in Canada and in the United States. But we're going to make a little change. We're going to call it something different than Lake Ontario. We're going to call it Lake America. And all it takes is a good pen and some intelligence. So Lake Ontario, that's gone. Lake America. So now we have a lake, and now we have a gulf. Because we have the Gulf of America, and now we have Lake America without the of. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy Lake America.
Okay, Professor Henderson, it's time for your bath.
And while we're at it, we'll go after some other places I don't like. Looking at the United States map, there's 50 states, some would say. And they're connected, that are 48, but there are 2 others. That would be 50. A lot of them have the name Toronto as their city. The Toronto, Ohio, for instance, or Wisconsin or Kansas. But all it takes is some smarts and a ink pen, beautiful pen with ink in it. And I'm going to write America, Ohio.
So it's no longer Toronto, Ohio.
America, Ohio, and America, Wisconsin, and Kansas. And also, looking farther up north on the map, it'll be called Newfoundland. Well, it's old news. We're going to call it Old Foundland.
You think you're just going to change that on the map?
And New Mexico, that's no longer New Mexico. It's New America.
So all you got to do is just if you're smart enough, all you got to do is take out like a pen and just write over the map.
That's right. And looking at the other parts of the map, the rivers, Lake Michigan. We like Michigan.
Yeah, I think we do.
It's all right, yeah.
Pardon, that's what we call a Lake Wisconsin. While we're at it, one more thing I would like to do with my intelligent pen with ink is I'm signing an executive order today deporting Howie Mandel.
For being Canadian?
First of all, he is a Canadian, but I loved him on St. Else. I think we all did. We loved him on. He wore the hat, the Boston hat, St. Elsewhere. Right? Everybody thought, oh, he's from Boston, but no, he's from Canada. He's Canadian, and He put the glove on his head and over his nose, and it looked like a big cow udder. Everybody, well, you're a very funny American comedian. Well, he wasn't. And he would go, you know. So anyway, he's got to go back. He's got to go back, and we will get rid of him. I don't get him now on the podcast.
You like his podcast.
Well, he can't shake your hand. Germs. I mean, wash your hands. Get some sanitizer. I mean, it's no big deal, right? You touch something. I mean, for Christ's sake, you worked at a hospital.
Work at a hospital.
I saw this documentary.
He
It had Ed Begley on it.
He was an actor. In the
Junior,
show.
not the dad. I don't know. Who's Ed Begley Senior? No one's ever heard of him.
Ed Begley Sr. I believe he was an actor. Right?
I never heard of him.
Well, he wasn't called Ed Begley Sr.
Wesley Snipes.
He just called.
No, it wasn't Wesley. It was. Who else was I saying?
There's your muttering old man.
No. It was, Denzel was great. He started out as he had a mop and he cleaned up, and then he became a doctor.
No, was that true?
That's right. He cleaned the hospital, and then he was a doctor.
I didn't watch St. Elsewhere, so I don't know.
I
don't
just-
know. The whole thing turned out to be
The snow globe with
snow globe. Yeah.
the Knight Rider, the car, the kit car. Actually lived in a house with this little boy.
You have any more stories for us?
I don't know. I just saw another executive
That
order.
was kind of ridiculous there at the end. Because William Daniels was on, and he was killed.
Anyway, hey, don't explain it.
I just saw another executive order, guys. Apparently, they're no longer called Canadian geese. They're called American geese.
American geese. I mean, they're here all day. Look, they never want to go back.
Who would?
I mean, you walk along like you go walking anywhere around here, right? They have little signs that say geese walking and crossing, and you say, oh, God, there goes the Canadian geese, but why don't they go home? I don't know. They raise their kids here like they're the anchor geese. They do. They have their kids here. And you send ice after them. Like, get rid of the geese. We got to get rid of the geese.
Get the electric gloves to get the geese in line.
Oh, that would be great. What's good for the goose is good for the
Canadian.
Well, they're staying. American geese.
Just one more time, just going through that. Again, the thought experiment is you forget for a moment it's the President of the United States. And he's just your lovable old snorting. No, that was Tim Andrews.
That was me.
You're lovable. You love him. You love him. You know, he's got a great life. He's your great-grandfather. That's why he's living in your house. You don't mind him. You want your kids to grow up to be around such a great person. But, you know, now he's like 92, 93. And sometimes he's with you, but sometimes he isn't. And you open the door, and he's sitting at a desk with a map, and he's talking to himself. Wow. And do you, in the experiment, the thought experiment is, do you close the door and then go have a conversation with your spouse about, you know, maybe it's time to move him to a facility? All right, go ahead.
So this is Lake Ontario
Or let's put
in
this.
Canada.
Let's say this. He's been working on this for a weekend. And your great-grandfather comes down to the kitchen table with the maps and his marker. All right.
So this is Lake Ontario in Canada and in the United States. But we're going to make a little change. We're going to call it something different than Lake Ontario. We're going to call it Lake America. And all it takes is a good pen and some intelligence. So Lake Ontario, that's gone. Lake America. So now we have a lake, and now we have a gulf. Because we have the Gulf of America, and now we have Lake America without the of. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy Lake America.
Yeah.
Honey, do you think that we should, is it safe to have him meet with the kids? Do you think that we, should we leave the kids here alone in the house with them?
Maybe I should go eat in the other room. I don't know. And,
Just imagine him walking up and laying out his maps on the table.
what pants? You know, the sad thing is that Stonewall Jackson died before Gettysburg. It would have been much different.
Yeah, Grandpa, it's time.
And
to
the maps would have been a lot better.
It's time to eat now. We can,
Huh?
you know, she's made some great meatloaf with us. So why
Oh,
don't you,
I love the meatloaf.
yeah, why don't you
It's so good.
have a seat and enjoy some dinner
I
here
would
together?
love that.
Could you
don't-
move the maps?
You
a
don't
little-
have poutine, do you? Because
No,
I won't eat that crap.
Why is it?
Cheese curds on French fries with gravy. That's
No,
very
nobody has
Canadian.
those. I don't know why you're asking.
I don't want it. No Canadian. They call ham bacon.
I understand that, Grandpa. Why are you so upset with Canada? It doesn't seem that they've done anything.
Look,
you seem a little bit
they're
obsessed.
very unfair. They're very unfair for
Yeah,
years. They would.
You taught me that the world's unfair. It's the way
I never said such a thing. The world should be fair, and we'll go fishing and sailing on Lake America. So everybody have a great time. You live in Texas.
And then he turns around and like the husband says to the wife something like, "Just call it Lake America. Let's make it easy.
deal with it,
Just
yeah.
call it Lake America."
Huh?
When he's like, we're talking about Lake America.
Get my map.
Listen, if he has all that control with the map, just draw over Greenland. Call it America Land.
America land. Greenland. Red, white, and blue land. That's
So Buddy Carter.
what we're going to call it. Good old Buddy.
That's what we found out. Buddy Carter shouldn't move any further along in his career.
Why does it look so big on the map?
Well, yeah, it's I don't know.
really thought it was bigger than the
Why is it bigger on the map? Is that explained?
Latitude, the longitude and latitude.
Wait, so is it
When you lay out the globe flat, you have to account for the longitude and latitude.
Shouldn't a map reflect reality no
Well, you
matter what?
When it's flat, you cannot do that.
Okay, then we should have no flat maps.
Huh?
Can you get an executive order for that? No flat maps.
Everybody's going to have to carry a globe.
They're fake maps. They're fake maps.
The maps are fake. The land. It's not that
But I
big.
mean, couldn't they just go ahead? Oh, I guess they have to do it that way so that if you're on the sea,
Yes.
the latitude and longitude still work out.
Right. Because
It's
like
sort of an optical illusion.
Africa, for example, looks small on
Right.
those maps, but in reality, it's huge.
Right, and this is
It's very big.
you dropped. I brought this up before, but I'm maybe the only person who's noticed that in the second administration the word bigly got dropped.
It didn't test well.
Bigly was all over the
It
first
was.
administration, and in the second administration, I have not once heard you refer to anything as being as bigly.
We did testing during the off time
Uh-huh.
when Sleepy Joe was president, and it did not test well. Big Lee did not lock her up. That didn't do well.
Yeah, Lock Her Up was a pretty good one, I think. I mean, as
It was
far
a
as
big hit, yeah.
I mean, as far as it was a banger, as far as a hit goes. I'm not
right.
saying
No,
whether it was right or wrong. I'm just saying it was a bit of a banger.
But yeah, it's gone now. It's can't even use it anymore.
I'm sorry. You saying? Are you saying
Check
something?
my map again.
Sound like you could use a cup of coffee. I'll get you some Tim Hortons.
Yeah, you want some Tim?
Oh
Hortons?
no, we're not. You have to call that John Horton.
Tim is an American
Jim.
name as much as John
It's
is.
associated with Canada.
With who?
Excuse me, with who?
It's associated with Canada. We'll take out Alberta. We'll take Alberta. I like Alberta.
Yeah, you like Alberta.
Love Alberta though. They got.
I heard that the administration is saying this isn't true, but from the Canadians, it's been leaked out that this deal that fell through. I think that they wanted something in there that said all of Canada has to speak English and to get rid of the French language, which would be wild since you've got all kinds of history in the Quebecian. What? Yes.
They didn't want to force American manufacturers to put French on labels.
Okay. Well, here's the thing.
Well, I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but
you're
that's
right.
what it was.
No, that's what it was. Here's the thing. I've been watching on YouTube this old guy who just walks around all these like Asian countries like Thailand or whatever. And what did you just say? Because I'm just about to lose my thread.
He doesn't want to put French on the manufacturers.
Right. Yeah. And he walks to these towns all over Asia, and these are small, like the little like alleyways. I don't even know why this guy wants to be there, but everywhere he is, you see the English language all over signage everywhere. Like I had no idea how much English there is in faraway lands. So obviously it's not unique to our situation. If you want to sell something into Canada, well, part of Canada speaks French. I don't think business people give a damn.
No, I don't even know why they wouldn't want to do it.
You probably how much money do you save in printing? For one more line?
I don't know. It could be 2 lines.
Yeah.
It could run over.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool when I was a kid to get stuff from Canada because it had French on it.
Yeah,
I mean, get a Hershey bar and it's like, oh, that is chocolate.
See, it's one of these things. It's about priorities,
right?
You know, it's just like have business people like grouse about it. I guess maybe they do, but the idea of putting we're going to get into an all-out economic war over this and some other things that no one in America has ever discussed around the dinner table.
It almost seems like it's intentional to rile them up because they know that French contingent is so particular about that.
Right, but is that what you do? I mean, that's what you do online. Is that what you do with diplomats when you go to try to get a deal for something and you get a deal done? I think I want all the diplomats in the room to behave in a way that you can't imagine anyone would do on social media. Am I wrong to think that that's how diplomats act? Diplomats are supposed to be boring people who are very good at what they do. If you were trying to hire a diplomat in the 1980s, if during the interview you sensed some snarkiness, you'd immediately know this guy ain't a diplomat. Social media sucks. All I'm asking, can we leave it and keep it on social media? If there's a bad television show, you don't have to spread it out into your politics. Social media is terrible, but you love it. I'm pointing to you. You love it. Good for you. Can the terrible nonsense world of social media be kept in social media?
President Troll.
Yeah, can we come back to our sensibilities and think, yeah, we don't want our diplomats to be snarky. Am I asking for too much?
A little bit.
I'd like my diplomats to be serious-minded people.
Sounds like
hey, just watch this one, Fred. I'm gonna tell him to lose the French language. Check this out. And then I'm gonna get on the table and I'm gonna make them feel really dumb for allowing people to speak French. No, they're not gonna go for you. But
I love Quebec. I don't know what you're talking about. I said later that I love them. I don't know why they're lying.
Yes, everybody's lying.
Je suis Trump.
Can the comedians be in comedy clubs and in entertainment?
There's no
I don't want
differentiating.
them. I don't want them in being diplomats. I don't want them being the Secretary of Defense /War. I want serious-minded people who are looking to make policies that they'll be proud of 15 years from now and implementing that. Not, I got one over on him.
I was going to make Theo Vaughn Secretary of State.
Surprised me. That's what's happening is the politicians are getting absurd, and the comedians are getting boring. I mean, it's like I simply don't care what Theo Vaughn thinks about anything. But if he makes me laugh about something, then I care. So you see where he is? He's in a lane called comedian.
Well, then you're between a rock and a hard place.
I mean, it's just like, why this Venn diagram of comedians and politicians / diplomats,
This is also to distract us away from negative news around the world.
What are you talking about? They don't even try to distract. They just say all of those are lies. We're winning in Iran. We own the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is really, everything's better in the world. Prices are going down. They don't even, distraction is when you actually put some effort into getting people to look at something else. I think that, no, I'll come out and say that I disagree with this idea that this Canada stuff is a distraction from Iran. I think it's just he woke up with it 3 weeks ago or something.
It's all part of the same stupid plan.
the same stupid non-plan. This is a government of one, and the one is whimsical and mercurial and obsessive. My goodness. I mean, when you think about the fact, you just know this is true, that this president on a daily basis thinks about his name on the Kennedy Center as much or more as he thinks about Iran. That's the world we live in. You just have to laugh. You just have to laugh. Because if his name goes on the Kennedy Center, it helps somebody name the American citizen. Somebody. Give me one American citizen. Well, Trump. Okay.
And Barron. For when he's president.
And then you got these people now who actually are his minions that are going in front of courts and arguing that if his name doesn't go on the Kennedy Center, it's an existential crisis, and the Kennedy Center might have to be abolished.
Yeah, they'll have to knock it down because it's falling apart.
And putting a different name on it?
Yeah. That'll change everything.
Well, I'm part building.
Is that what you are?
I'm part building. You know, I build things.
I mean, I don't mean to rant. I'm trying to push myself out of the rant business. I'm just saying the absurdity of all of this.
You got to laugh.
Yeah, thank you.
You just got to laugh.
This is what we agree upon.
Certainly entertaining.
It's until it's entertaining until the show gets canceled.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
$2,100. That's 3 months of groceries. $2,100. That's the tax increase Senator Jon Ossoff supported in Washington. Ambitious and liberal, Senator Ossoff voted with national Democrats for a $2,100 tax increase. Senator Ossoff voted to gut the child tax credit for middle-class families. He voted for higher taxes on Social Security recipients earning under $75,000 a year. He even voted to keep taxing tips and overtime pay for hardworking people struggling to get by. A $2,100 tax increase on the average Georgia family? Senator Ossoff's tax hikes would have been devastating. Senator Jon Ossoff is driven by advancing his political ambitions and becoming a Democrat celebrity. He doesn't care about people like you. Call Senator Ossoff today at 202-224-3521 and tell him to stop voting for higher taxes. Paid for by One Nation.
At Emory Healthcare, there's a whole team of people devoted to medicine that envisions the future, so you can do the same. When doubt surrounds your picture of tomorrow, hope from others can light the way forward. The power of second chances is here every day, but its beauty shines brightest when you bring it home. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
Georgia families work hard for their paychecks, and Congressman Mike Collins is there to help us keep more of it. Congressman Collins supported the working families tax cuts, stopping a massive tax increase before it hit household budgets. He voted to end federal taxes on tips and overtime, so servers, nurses, and the working men and women of Georgia keep more money in their pockets. Real relief where it matters most. Learn more about Congressman Collins' legislative work at collins.house.gov. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
For a Breda healthy home, bugs, critters, and all their nasty germs need to go. Breda is also proud to sponsor Scott Slade's Georgia every Thursday on Atlanta's Morning News.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
This kitchen is insane. New counters, new floors. Who did this?
My house.
Your house did your kitchen?
Yep. I used a HomeTap home equity investment to get cash from the equity I already had, with no monthly payments or impact on my mortgage rate.
So your home paid for itself. That's genius.
Huh. I guess I am a genius.
All right. Easy there.
HomeTap lets you turn your home equity into cash with no monthly payments. It's your home. Tap into it. See how much you could get at HomeTap.com.
Your family's backyard fun continues during cooler weather when families come together in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy System, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Save up to $2,000 off with 0% financing for 48 months, plus a free audio upgrade. Offer ends September 8th. Brown's Pools and Spas. Over 50 years of BrownsPools.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News.
Weather. Traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story: a Massachusetts jury now deliberating in the Lindsay Clancy triple murder trial. Clancy admits to strangling her 3 young children in 2023, but pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder. Prosecutors say the killings were premeditated, but defense attorney Kevin Redding picks apart the prosecution's case in his closing argument.
They were arguing that it was a fake suicide
dinky little cuts, no bleeding. She didn't mean to kill herself.
Jurors may consider murder, manslaughter, or not guilty verdicts based on a lack of criminal responsibility. An execution date now set for the man convicted of killing 2 real estate agents in Metro Atlanta in 2003. Stacey Humphreys is set to die by lethal injection September 16th. This will be Georgia's first execution of the year. Humphreys' execution was previously scheduled for last December, but was postponed due to a legal challenge involving parole board members. A new analysis finds the trade war between the U.S. and Canada could have a major impact on Georgia's economy. Georgia Chamber Foundation Executive Director Daniela Perry says America's northern neighbor does a lot of business with the Peach State.
Georgia exports $6.8 billion in goods to Canada annually, and they're our 4th largest trading partner overall.
Perry says the tariff uncertainty will likely mean higher costs for businesses and consumers in Georgia. MARTA agrees to pay Atlanta $52 million in a dispute over enhanced bus services.
The settlement closes the chapter on a years-long legal battle over sales tax proceeds that the city of Atlanta argued the transit agency overcharged. The Moore-MARTA dispute has delayed planned transit improvement projects, and in a statement, MARTA CEO Jonathan Hunt says the agreement gives us an opportunity to turn the page, strengthen the partnership with the city, and focus on making meaningful improvements to the system. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It is 3:32 and time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. We have Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, better news in DeKalb. The crash that was in the right lane is cleared to the right shoulder, 285 northbound, the outer loop, Covington Highway, exit 43. Still pretty slow, though, back toward Boulder Crest Road. Hopefully those delays will start to thin out. 75-85 northbound is all brake lights, University Avenue up to Peachtree Pine Street. Same story southbound for the afternoon. That ride's already jammed in from the 85-400 merge. Delays stay with you on 75-85 southbound as you make your way down to Cortlandt Street. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon. High 87. Few rain showers will linger for tonight. Lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. Off and on rain and thunderstorms for tomorrow. Otherwise cloudy skies. Highs in the upper 80s. Rain showers taper off for this weekend.
Storm tracker radar not showing too much rain right now, but there is some heavy rain in northern Cherokee County. Also some rain falling in Bartow County. 81 in Decula and Mableton, 85 in Hampton. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia homeowners, you've already bought new windows. You just don't know it yet. Let me explain. I'm Ray, founder of Window Comfort. Every month you pay your electric bill, every month you pay your air conditioning bill, every month you pay your heating bill. You're already making payments on old windows. Most homeowners think replacing windows is expensive, but keeping old, inefficient windows is usually way more expensive. It adds up year after year. That's exactly why we built Window Comfort differently. We go factory direct, no franchise fees, no bloated markups, just premium replacement windows at prices that actually make sense. And right now we're making it easier than ever. Buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free, free installation, and no payments for a full year. So go to windowcomfort.com and get your no pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
When Keisha Lance Bottoms got elected, she said,
"We must be good stewards of your tax dollars."
Just 30 days later,
taxpayers covered the cost of a first-class ticket for Mayor Bottoms' husband to fly to the Super Bowl
on her taxpayer-funded credit card.
Atlanta taxpayers shelled out more than $2,600.
Worse,
more than $11,600 in luxury chauffeured car service in just her first 5 months in office.
And taxpayers covered this tab.
The State Ethics Commission has fined Keisha Lance Bottoms.
She accepted over $110,000 in contributions that exceeded legal limits,
violating campaign finance laws.
The commission's chairman declared
it's an egregious violation of the act.
And the verdict from a former prosecutor?
It smells bad. What don't you get about the rules and regulations? If Mayor Bottoms wants her legacy to be too greedy to care, they're off to a great start.
Keisha Lance Bottoms. She's out for herself, not Georgia.
Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
All right, well,
get this off the air.
it's National Peach Day.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell that means.
Oh, I love peaches.
As a Georgian, we celebrate.
Nah.
Should play that Peaches song by the Presidents of the United States.
I don't think George knows that song. Maybe he doesn't even know that
course
song.
I know
Oh, you
that
do?
song,
All right,
yes.
sure, okay. All right, don't bite my head off. It's okay.
Well, it's just one of my favorites.
I didn't know that they.
You and who else?
I didn't because they didn't do much after that song.
Oh, they've got a bunch of great songs.
Do they? They
Lump,
might. Lump.
Boll
well,
Weevil.
Lump was big.
Lump.
Was big, and Peaches was big. But I don't remember anything else from them. But that I'm a rapidly aging old dude, so it's possible that I missed a thing or two. Do they have a good catalog?
Great catalog. I was big into them in like 8th grade.
Really? Look at that. Look at you. But what were you like in 8th grade, George Clark? Were you a nerd? Were you a jock? Were you studious?
Class clown.
Were you the class clown?
He was a bully.
Bit of a class clown.
Were you a bully?
Give me your lunch money.
No, I don't think I was a bully.
Do you have any memory of, like, now as an adult feeling bad about treating some school mate in a certain way? I look back in the past.
I tripped a girl in like 4th grade, very on purpose, and she hurt herself, and I feel bad about that.
Yeah, isn't it weird how something like that can haunt you your whole life? That's why I don't understand, like, these leaders of business or they just like they're Machiavellian. Yeah, well, I guess a lot of the people in that village just had to die in order for us to, get what we wanted. And it's not a nice thing, and then you keep doing it, whatever. And then, how do these? I'm 62, and I'm like, things come back as you get older. Oh, I should have gone to my kid's thing, and I didn't go, and it's like 20 years ago. And you're like, I'll never get that day back. This is what getting old is like. It's like if you have any kind of conscience, you're like, oh, and I didn't do that thing. That wasn't nice, and all of that. What are these like? And George Clark with his still thinking about shipping the girl in 4th grade. Look at these people, these titans of business and politicians and world leaders who make decisions that people get killed or make a decision that this guy doesn't have a job anymore, he can't feed his kids. Like, what does it? If I can't get out of bed sometimes in the morning thinking about my kid's thing that I didn't attend 20 years ago and how I'll never get that day back, what happens with these people? They just don't have that part of their mentality.
It's flushable memory.
They're lucky they don't have that guilt.
Well,
I guess.
couldn't tell
They don't have a
myself
conscience.
when I tripped that girl. I couldn't tell myself this is going to get us to win the 21st century.
Well, that's true. It's true. I guess you don't have that. Like,
You just knew she was a bee and deserved it.
Well,
I had to look at it. Like, I think so. That time that I gave my son $100 to not attend his debate thing.
Why was that again? Because was it global warming or something?
No. I went to many of his debate things, and it was great, and I was very proud of him. But let me tell you this: there's certain things your kids get involved in, and you have to be ready for the whole thing. Baseball, for instance, there's 800 games a week. You have to be willing to put yourself into that situation. The thing with debate is, it takes a long time, and you hear your kid speak for about 3 minutes out of 2 of the longest hours, because you're in silence the whole time. And then I went, and I'm very proud of my son for being in debate. But there was this one time where I was like, oh, I don't want to go through this whole thing again. Can I just like pop in when my kid is talking and then pop back out? And so I paid him $100.
How old was he?
Now, in my mind, he was probably in 7th grade.
Okay, so that was awesome to him to get $100.
At the time,
yeah.
Now he's an adult, and he looks back, and he's like, what the hell was that all about? He's not needing that $100 now. But
I wish I had been offered $100. I know.
In my mind, I rationalized it. Well, I'm teaching you a lesson in capitalism.
I wish I would have taken it. I know, like doing track, I had to do the mile and the 2 mile, and they were always the last 4 events.
Yeah.
So you'd sit there all day, watch everybody do all their events all throughout the day during the track meet,
and then
it'd be me at the very end.
One time in one of these things, it was so silent. You'd usually be in like a kind of a gymnasium kind of situation at a school. And it was so silent. And I had one of those days where my stomach wouldn't stop making noise. I can't tell you how embarrassing that is. total silence in a gymnasium. And then after it happens like 3 times, everybody knows it's me. I just think it's awesome. I think the debate thing is awesome. But it's a long thing. And your kid talks for 1 minute. And then another 40 minutes go by. And then your kid talks. So, but now, my point being, at 62, I'm like, well, of course, who cares? And I feel guilty about it. How do these Machiavellian business leaders, politicians, the Putins of the world, who go, well, this is the way it has to be. People have to die in order to. How do they get to this age? If I'm agonizing about one debate from 20 years ago,
I'm telling
they
you,
just don't have a conscience.
It's flushable guilt.
Yeah.
Flushable guilt. You just put it away. Forget about it.
They don't have
Remember
guilt at all.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing that you don't recognize yet. As you get older, you see the runway shrinking in front of you, and you just can't. I don't know. I can't imagine that there aren't people who don't begin to sort of evaluate. How did I do? How did I do? Even though they have flushable guilt and all of that, I still think that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how powerful you are, you're still going to face the clock.
George Wallace did it. He apologized.
That's right. George Wallace from Alabama.
Mm-hmm. So did Nathan Bedford Forrest.
Yeah, like people get older and they realize, hey, my head was
dumb.
My head was swimming with these crazy ideals, and I convinced myself. And people are doing it now, with their ideals.
I can't believe I thought we were going to go to Mars. I'm so sorry. And got all these people to invest, and we never went there. So it's terrible. I feel bad.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen down the line. Families, after the Trump era, families will be like, oh, I can't believe we broke our family apart, over that. I can't believe that I was willing to miss, the first 7 years of my grandkid's life because I had this idea in my head that I thought was so. And, and that's really what it comes down to, I think, as you get older and you're thinking about it. You think of yourself when you're younger, and you go, I had these ideas, and now I know those ideas were wrong, but I can't, and I can change my point of view, but I can't change history. I can't go back and be nice to somebody that I wasn't nice to because they had a different idea. I put the warning out there for people who are in their 20s and 30s and 40s. You better watch it. Because whether there's a reckoning in your mind as you get older for how you treated others. And when you're younger, it's I guess, and we're probably wired for this, and this is probably why we're able to progress in a weird way. When you're younger, you can justify all kinds of things in the name of that idea you believe in. But then you live 20 more years, 30 more years, and you realize, oh, that idea was a dime a dozen. There's a gazillion ideas out there. How did I convince myself that one that I had at that time was the most important idea that ever rolled down the hill? I mean, does Putin? Oh boy, a lot of people have died. Ever? Does it ever happen? Yeah. He's like in his 70s.
I wish I hadn't killed so many.
He's taking a bath at night, reflecting on his day.
Reflecting back. Yeah. Like, was it really worth it? I mean, I've been sitting in Ukraine basically in the same position for the last 3 years. I know it's been longer than that, but it's basically been stuck for 3 years.
I should have used nukes.
I guess maybe that is the way that they think.
Could have been quicker and less deaths.
I don't get it. To me, aging is like all the things that you didn't do right coming back to haunt you, and yet these people, titans of industry, yeah, well, we just had to... Yeah, I made a mistake. Fire 10,000 people. Yeah, is it no, it's not their fault. I just thought this was going to be the next big thing, and I wasted a bunch of our money, so we're in trouble. So fire 10,000 people. And they just, they get to like 70 and 72, and they just fall asleep. Like, just nothing bothers them.
I don't know about nothing, but certainly they're able to, put it aside.
How about someone like Malcolm Forbes, who just decided to go crazy at the end of his life?
Is that what happened to him?
Are you familiar with?
No.
He got into like.
See Steve's dad?
He got into like clubbing.
Oh.
Like he was always bisexual. I think he didn't let that out publicly. But look at the end of Malcolm Forbes' life. There's some point where he just goes, "To hell with it." This is he's like, "Give me the feather boa." Give me the feather boa and some amyl nitrate. Let's go have a party.
Eat a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man in a factory downtown.
Back to school means back to school lunches and snacks.
And the price of groceries keeps going up. We have the solution.
WSB's Grand for Groceries.
Your chance to win $1,000 5 times a day.
Every weekday. Enter the word at WSBRadio.com or on the WSB Radio app.
Thank you.
Your next chance to win is coming up at 5.
WSB's Grand for Groceries.
It pays to get your news from 95.5 WSB.
As Ragsdale Heating and Air recently shared on the national news, AC units are really struggling this time of the year. This is Scott Slade. So, Ragsdale's decided to extend their biggest specials of the summer off a new Carrier system. And that includes Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty. And it's good to know you can trust Ragsdale for all your HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and insulation services, all under one roof. How do I know? Well, I'm one of those over 14,000 5-star reviews, too. Go to RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
We are here with investment advisor Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and co-host of Retire ATL every weekend right here. And Matt, you've said that a lot of adults come to see you and the team at the Vincent Financial Group. They have their portfolio prepared. They need some guidance, but they're missing one major aspect of their retirement strategy.
Most people seem to come into our office without clearly defined goals. They may have, like a broad hope that, hey, I'm hoping that I can retire at this age. And if I can retire at this age and not have to go back to work and maybe travel like a couple times a year, I think that's maybe what I'm looking for, something like that, which that's great. If that's where you are, a lot of people don't spend tons of time thinking about this, and it sneaks up on you. But what I would tell you is from someone who's trying to put together the puzzle, I'm going to say, those aren't super clearly defined goals. Let's drill down on, you say you want to travel. Why? Tell me more. So there's a whole lot more than just I'd like to travel. And then once we've gotten to the point where you're kind of upset that we keep asking you about what else you want to do, what other goals do you have? Once you're like, gosh, there's no more, stop asking me. Right. Okay, now maybe we've got a real clear picture of what your goals look like, and then we can kind of work backwards and we can put together a plan.
What do you want out of your retirement? It's your life's work. It's your financial future. And most importantly, how can the team at the Vincent Financial Group help get you there? Call today for your initial no-cost, no-obligation consultation. 770-280-1488. That's 770-280-1488. Or get more at RetireATLRadio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every weekend right here. And it's all powered by the Vincent Financial Group.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
2 quick questions. Would you describe your current wireless service as 5-star? Are you paying more than $34.99 a month for unlimited data? I only ask because in a recent industry survey of 120,000 wireless customers, Pure Talk was the only wireless company out there to receive 5 stars in every category: coverage, support, value, and data. And now for just a few more weeks, Pure Talk's offering unlimited data for just $15 a month for your first 3 months. After that, you'll get unlimited data for as low as $34.99 a month with no contract and no commitment. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's 5-star U.S. customer service team will switch you in minutes. And at just $15 a month for your first 3 months, there really is no better time to switch to Pure Talk than right now. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to a 5-star American wireless company.
That's super El Nino, let me tell you. Yeah, we don't like the super El Nino, do we?
Makes the ocean hot.
I'll tell you, it's just wreaking havoc all over the place.
Well, remember, if it continues the way that it's going now, we're going to have a very cold and icy winter, apparently.
That's why I brought it up. That's why I brought it up.
So enjoy this heat now?
Wait a minute. No. We don't want to enjoy oppressive heat.
Right.
Oh, I love the oppressive heat.
Well, you're an idiot.
You like
How dare you?
Well, I'm not feeling too clever today, but you know what I mean.
You're a dumb jerk, idiot, moron.
You stupid.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Dumb. That's all I got, guys. That's all I got. Dumb. That's all I got.
I will take this any day over ice, snow, cold, any day.
Here's the thing. It's been a while since we had any appreciable snow in the winter. My
we
experience.
had some this last year.
Did we have a little bit?
That ice storm.
Yeah, but before that we had about 2 inches one day.
It seems like every 3 or 4 years in Atlanta we get a little bit of winter, but it tends to come later, February, March, when we get the snowstorms. I think
There was one year where we had one in.
I'm doubting everything I say.
2 years ago we had a snowstorm in January.
Yeah, and then sometimes you'll get this weird moment in November where it's like right in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, where it'll dust. You get a little dusting.
See,
there.
I like that. I like that. I like a little bit of dusting of snow on Thanksgiving.
God, do you ever have a snowstorm on Halloween?
Yeah, I lived in Western New York.
Are
you kidding me?
Oh my God! I remember trick-or-treating in snow.
My last year that I lived in Western New York, my now 41-year-old son at the time was probably 8 or something, and I remember him going out to trick or treat. And it was cartoon snow. Like it was just like big flakes, big cartoon snow. And it was a weird thing when you live in that area where the kid gets to wear the outfit, the costume he wants, but then he has to cover up
with a winter coat.
With a big winter coat. I don't know. It just doesn't really.
When was that? When was that? You know the year?
Oh my goodness! It was the year. It was so cold. I remember that I would open my door, and before I could even within a nanosecond, every hair in my nose was frozen. So it was either 93 or 94.
Yeah, we
94
had
or 95.
I remember we had a big Halloween because I was relatively close to you. Yeah. And we had a snowstorm then, and I remember you just walking around going to parties that night, wearing a costume. It's like, snow and a coat. Yeah.
I actually like it. I like 4 seasons. I like snow.
I do too.
But to me, if it started snowing a couple days before Thanksgiving, and basically you had snow until about, January 15th, I would love it. A couple of months of that, I like it. I like getting all bound up. I have memories of making out with girls whose noses were cold.
Well, I'm glad that's the memory that comes up. Not all the bundling up, not all the, having to chip the ice off the car.
Well, no, because you forget about all of that.
Yeah, their nose and cheeks are cold.
Yes, it's great because they're all bundled up and, and there's hot chocolate.
Having to get out there, turn the car on early every day.
Oh, yeah, boy. And yeah, you have to turn the car on. You have to start the car. Turn the car on.
Yeah.
So you have to start the car and, go back inside, wait 15 minutes. And come back out with your broom and just get all the stuff off of your car. Yeah, those are things I don't remember. But, being in my later teens, making out with girls whose noses were cold, that was fantastic. Scarves, all that, for a couple of months. But where I lived, sometimes it's still going on. It seemed like in the middle of the year sometimes. I know that the city that I lived in, there was one time where they recorded 8 minutes of sunshine in the month of November.
Ugh.
That tends to dampen the spirit.
Yeah.
That really tends to dampen the spirit.
Oh, my God.
And depending on where you lived near in Buffalo, you could go a month without getting any snow, but the people a mile away from you had 1.5 foot every day.
Yeah, because of the wind, the lake effect.
Lake effect.
But I lived in Buffalo proper with some friends while they were in college, and I was not in college. And so for one winter, what year? Probably 86 or something. And that year, it was like living in a terrarium. The sky. It seemed like the clouds were about 4 inches above your head. It's like you were just, it was oppressive. My city was down the road, Rochester. Not quite as bad with the
Rochester
with the snow, but almost as bad.
So you're convinced me why this is the best season out of the year.
What I'm trying to convince you is the best thing is moderation. You get 4 seasons, and you get winter for like 2 months. Would be great because I like it.
I'm cool with a day of winter.
Isn't Rochester on Lake America?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah.
And Buffalo's on Lake Erie.
Well, America and Erie.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why they get more of that lake effect.
Right.
They got
They
two
get it
lakes.
from Erie.
What are you doing with
Two
that
Great
pen?
Lakes hitting them.
What are you doing with that pen? Why are you holding that
Cleaning
pen?
my ear. Got a lot of wax.
You got to be smart to
hold
have that pen.
That's well, it's an intelligent pen. It sucks the wax out.
So according to Super El Nino, it's going to be a cold winter.
Cold,
It's going to be fun
wet,
to watch Jared
icy.
be miserable.
Yeah.
The summer that comes after the summer where Super El Nino appears is usually hotter. So we have a hotter
We've
summer.
already had a hot
Wait,
summer.
hold on. We're having a crazy hot summer now with
So,
Super El
that's what I'm
Nino.
telling you.
What
Next
are you
summer
trying to
could
tell
be
me?
even hotter.
Without Super El Nino?
Well, it's
Oh,
It's
they
the
don't
final
know.
effect.
Something-
They
Oh,
don't know.
they don't know.
nothing.
Making it up.
Technically, we haven't.
Fake weather.
We haven't had a
Fake
day.
weather.
We have not had a day over 100 degrees this summer. So
did.
really,
Yeah, we have.
Huh?
It
over
hit
100?
No, in reality
Well,
or
the
in
heat
heat.
index.
No, you can't
Heat index
count.
is not real.
You can't count the heat index.
I remember them saying on the news that Decatur had hit 100.
Yeah.
that's Decatur, not Atlanta.
Oh, get it.
Not Atlanta.
Or maybe not
Not
Atlanta. Maybe not Atlanta.
Atlanta.
La 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 la.
Not Atlanta.
We need Christina Edwards to clear this up. Where's Autumn?
She has the afternoon off. I think she has the sniffles.
In a slow diagonal fashion.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Usually, when something sounds way too good to be true, it is. Imagine someone says you can cut your mobile bill in half. Sounds like a fantasy, but with Xfinity Mobile, it's the real deal. Hey, it's Mark Aram. Because when you have Xfinity Internet, you can cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year, no commitment. That's a lot of streaming, sharing, scrolling, or whatever else you can do with your phone, all for half the price and none of the commitment. That means you'll save big over Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. Wild. Now, all you have to do is think about how you'll spend all of that extra money. Call 1-800-XFINITY, go to XfinityMobile.com, or visit your local Xfinity store to switch today. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Savings compares one line of Xfinity Mobile. Select two comparable plans from T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T as of March 24, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra, $30 monthly discount limited to new mobile customers only. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Online at XfinityMobile.com.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, Georgia's economy could feel the pain from the new tariffs between the U.S. and Canada.
Whether it's tariffs on construction equipment or paper goods, Georgia Chamber Foundation Executive Director Daniela Perry says higher prices in key sectors means higher costs for all of us.
Businesses thrive on predictability, and kind of the continual evolution of these policies certainly is disrupting those supply chains and increasing costs for businesses and for everyday citizens.
Canada is Georgia's largest export market, accounting for 11% of total state exports, valued at $6.8 billion. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
83 degrees in Atlanta. Scattered showers and storms continue through tomorrow. Is it trending drier for the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Georgia schedules its first execution this year in a murder case that stunned Metro Atlanta more than 2 decades ago.
Georgia death row inmate Stacey Humphreys is now set to be put to death by lethal injection on September 16th. He was convicted and sentenced to death for the 2003 murders of 33-year-old Cindy Williams and 21-year-old Lori Brown at the real estate office where they worked in Powder Springs. He entered that office in the middle of the day, robbed the women, forced them to partially undress before shooting them both in the head. If the execution moves forward, Humphreys would become the 55th person executed by lethal injection in Georgia. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Police in Canton say a 14-year-old girl was sexually assaulted after missing her school bus last Friday. The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office says they've arrested 42-year-old Raymond Sukram. They say he drove up in a truck and asked the girl if she needed a ride. He talked her into getting into the truck and then drove her to a location in Canton where the alleged sexual assault took place. The man is charged with aggravated child molestation. The jury is now deliberating in the Lindsay Clancy triple murder trial in Massachusetts. Clancy admits to strangling her 3 young children in 2023, but pleaded not guilty to murder. Correspondent Peter Haralombos reports on the options for the jury.
They first have to consider this question about whether or not Clancy was able to tell the difference between right and wrong. If they conclude that she was suffering from a mental defect that prevents her from being able to make that distinction, conform her actions to the law, then she'd be found guilty not guilty by reason of lack of criminal responsibility, commonly known as the insanity defense. If it's the case that they believe she was not suffering from that kind of mental defect, they then get to the next question of should this be first-degree murder, should this be second-degree murder, or should this be manslaughter?
This is new at 4 o'clock. The FBI is searching for a third suspect involved in a 2025 mass shooting in Atlanta. 1 person was killed and 10 injured in the shooting on Edgewood Avenue last July. Atlanta police and the FBI are now looking for 24-year-old Zacchaeus Zenard Perry. He's considered armed and dangerous. Perry may be in the New York City area. 2 other suspects are currently in custody. One of them was arrested this week in Sandy Springs. New jobs numbers from Metro Atlanta show a drop in jobless claims.
Atlanta's unemployment rate is down to 3.2%, a 0.3% decline from the prior month. Initial claims in July dropped by just over 1,000 to over 11,000. Jobs in the fields of healthcare and social assistance saw the biggest growth. State Labor Commissioner Barbara Rivera-Holmes says the department plans to keep building on the progress to ensure Georgians can work, earn paychecks, and build better lives. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Some participants in the Phase 3 clinical trial of a newly approved pancreatic cancer drug were here in Georgia at City of Hope, Atlanta.
Essentially doubled the survival for patients that took this drug compared with any other therapies that the doctors would have recommended.
Dr. Kristen Higgins with the City of Hope Atlanta says clinical trials are what saves lives and advance cancer care. Patients and physicians are calling the drug a breakthrough development in the battle against pancreatic cancer. Because of the weather, the Georgia Department of Transportation now postponing the full closure of lanes on the west side perimeter this weekend. Instead of a full closure, there will be partial lane closures between Cascade Road and Langford Parkway in both directions starting Friday night through 5 a.m. on Monday. It is 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Brake lights 75 northbound out of Kennesaw into Ackworth. It's due to a crash. Not blocking any lanes. It's on the left shoulder before Highway 92, exit 277, but still slowing that ride back to Chastain Road. Before that, 75 northbound just waves the volume through Marietta into Kennesaw. 575 northbound, a little sluggish, passing Bells Ferry Road into Woodstock. And on 400 northbound in Sandy Springs. That ride's getting slower, leaving 285 up to the North Springs MARTA station. Finally, some better news out of DeKalb into Peachtree Corners. Long-standing crash is cleared on Highway 141 Peachtree Parkway northbound before you get to Jones Mill Road. 85 northbound is slowing before 285. Those delays will stick with you as you make the commute up into Norcross. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms rolling through. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, off and on rain showers, high around 88. Trending drier for Saturday, partly cloudy, highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
Storm tracker radar picking up some rain in Cherokee County to the north of Canton at this hour. It is 84 in East Point, 87 in Stockbridge, 80 in Roswell. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And you know what that means? It is time. It is time.
Hi, this is Paul Stanley, and this is Paul Stanley's Music News on the Von Hessler Doctrine.
Paul Stanley, amazing to me that you fly back and forth weekly.
I stayed all week this time.
Oh, okay. But, so you do a lot of flying back and forth, and, some people would do it on the phone or...
I get what you're saying,
But the fact that you come and you put yourself through it just to give us the music news. I know you love music, and I know you love news, but, boy, you've done a lot of traveling in your life. Do you miss it? Do you miss the touring?
I actually like the fact that I'm mostly settled down now. I don't mind traveling. I don't mind getting on an airplane. But, this last week I just sort of stayed in Atlanta. I went walking around on the what do they call
Beltline.
Beltline. Yeah, the Beltline.
Did you get an e-bike? I know you like bikes.
No, I took a stroll.
Okay.
I like to look at the artwork, the sculptures, the graffiti. I find it to be very cool.
Yeah. Did you see bump into Yamamoto down there? He lives down there. He spends all of his time in the Beltline.
I didn't see him. I don't go over to that park because it's kind of scary.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You don't like the west
side.
side.
I stay mostly in Midtown. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
The east side Beltline, makes sense. He's more plastic.
Yeah, and I like a good pop-up mead.
Who doesn't?
Thing.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't like a good pop-up mead bar?
Yeah, that.
Who doesn't like that?
We've lost our meadery that used to be here. We lost our meadery.
Isn't it
sadly.
shocking? You think something like that would just last forever?
Yeah. To find out that it was novelty and just something that a generation that likes to get into things for 2 weeks got into for 2 weeks. That surprised the hell out of me.
I thought Extreme Kool-Aid would last forever.
Yep, didn't.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, you know what does last forever? Music and news.
Yes.
And I was going to be complimentary to you and say the Kiss catalog lasts forever.
It does. It's very popular on streaming sites.
Well, very good. Well, you deserve it.
Yeah.
You deserve it. You've
I
been
like
mean to your fellow band members, but who am I to judge?
Gene and I get along
As
just
you get
great.
older, we were having this conversation a little earlier. As you get older, do you feel bad at all? Like maybe the way you treated Peter and
I think
Ace,
that Tommy Thayer is great. I love him.
We're
He's
not
awesome.
What about the original
I
members?
like Eric Singer.
What about the original members? That's the
Gene?
Yeah, and you guys... You don't even remember the other two people.
Oh,
that were
Ace and Peter.
Yeah. You were a
those
little
guys
mean to them.
are great. They're my brothers.
Okay, all right.
Rest in peace to Ace, and however Peter's doing.
See, you should know that. You should be in touch with him.
I heard he's doing all right.
Oh, you heard he's doing all right. All right, well, tell us what's going on in music news.
Sting has said that his 6 children won't inherit his fortune. He says, go to work.
Okay, now this has come up before, but I guess he was on, for some reason, he was on one of the morning shows.
Yeah, it says May 6th in this story.
Is it an old story? But it's an even older story than that, actually. It came back up and because he was on one of these morning shows.
CBS Morning News.
Yeah, but this is a story from May. What happened? What did the host of the show see this in his prep and didn't realize that this was an old story?
You were looking at your favorite site, Better Late Than Never.
Okay, it's my favorite news site. But while
Secret old news.
While we're on this old news story, let me just say I think that he's a little wrong about this. Now he is always saying, "Hey, the worst thing you can do for your kids is give them a bunch of money and make them trust fund kids, and then they don't know what work is." I agree with that. But all of his kids are 45 plus. They've already gone through that. They've already gone to work.
All 6 of them are old?
I'm pretty. Yeah,
Wow.
he got his second marriage was in '92.
Oh, okay.
So I think they're all at least 40. They're close to it.
The youngest one is 30.
Oh, okay. But then all the others.
That's pretty. I mean, he's an adult.
He's an adult, but the others are all like 40 plus, aren't they?
Yes,
His name is Giacomo.
The oldest is 49, so between 30 and 49.
So my point being, between 30 and 49, they've already proven that they'll go to work and do things on their own. So I agree with Sting that if you had kids at an age that when you died they were like 14 and you gave them a fortune, I think that is bad for them. They're likely to end up being drug addicts and dead by the time they're 35 because they never had to do anything. But when you have money and the kids that you're leaving behind are like 45 and 50, they've already proven to you that they'll do that. So that seems silly. If I had a bunch of money, I'd leave it to my kids. They're
would,
older
too.
and they've already shown that they have a work ethic and they.
My son works his butt off. He's in that band with Gene's kid.
Oh, you're always trying to push that damn band.
I'm not
you?
trying to do nothing.
Yes, you are. Every time you're on,
I ain't trying to do nothing.
Nobody knows the name of that band, and yet in your
I don't
music
even know.
In your music news, you bring it up constantly.
I'm going to have to Google it right now.
Okay, I can only say that I watched like the first 5 minutes of them on stage once, and it's
kind of boring.
Meh.
It was kind of boring. What were they doing? What were
I
they
don't know,
doing?
it's not rocking.
I can't remember what they were doing, but
A little acoustic here and there.
yeah. But then again, on YouTube, you're always watching through somebody's smartphone, and you don't know. You're not there in the room. It's not the same thing.
It's like Frank Sinatra Jr. People want to hear him sing "That's Life," and then if he sings something else, like, "Oh, you're not your dad."
That's right. That's right. I
Rest
think
in
that's
peace.
right. To both, him and his dad.
Although Nancy with the boots, she had her moment.
How are we talking about this?
I don't know.
What else you got in music news?
By the
Let's
way,
see.
I was gonna say,
anything from the last 3 months?
Well, I was going to say, Paul, you've fallen. Kiss is now 534 on Spotify's monthly listeners chart. So you guys are falling.
That's pretty damn good for a band that hasn't. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
they were
blow my
touring
nose in
then.
$100 bill when I cry.
Being the 534th most streamed artist on Spotify is not bad. That's great. How many artists are on Spotify? And Kiss had their heyday in the mid 70s. So that's pretty good. Because you're thinking of all the touring and everything, but what all the touring did and the late touring did was just keep the spotlight on the best part of the catalog, and it's the best part of the catalog. I would imagine it's the best part of the catalog that's still streaming on Spotify.
It says there's about 288,000 artists on
All
there.
right. So being the
That's
500,
not too bad.
Not too bad?
Well, they're
288,000?
dropping. They're dropping. That's the
Of course
thing.
they're dropping, but when's the last time they put out an album?
Good question. I don't know.
I don't know. Paul, you
Oh,
should know.
Kiss?
Yeah, Kiss.
Oh, I don't know. When was our last album? I don't know.
2012.
There you
Yeah,
go.
then.
Monster.
So that's okay. So they put out an album in 2012. They're the 534th most streamed band out of how many? 200 and almost basically 300,000.
Yeah,
That's
right
still-
around there.
That's pretty damn
I'm
good.
curious how Spotify keeps that metric.
Look up the Yardbirds.
Let's see.
They were better. I bet you they're not even in the top 1,000.
Let's see.
They were better.
Well, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, they had so many hits.
Well, it's not all about
Ooh, Train
hits.
kept a rolling.
Did they wear makeup?
Well,
No.
on stage or off.
What was their
Ooh.
big hit?
The Yardbirds. See, now you put me on the spot. They had hits. Look it up.
Heart Full of Soul?
Yeah, that. I got a heart full of
They
soul.
were a great band. They're a great band.
Yeah, For
Jimmy
Your Love,
Page.
The Train Kept a Rolling.
For your,
For Your Love. That's a
for
big hit.
your love.
What's wrong with that song? It's a
Nothing.
great
I
song.
love it.
They're not in the top 500.
You know what other
I
song?
didn't think they were. They're a damn good band.
I like Love Gun.
Jimmy Page,
I know who that is.
Jeff Beck,
Know him.
and Eric Clapton
Yep.
were all in that band.
At the same time?
No.
Cream was a good super group.
Yes, they were. Why are we talking about
I
this?
don't know. I have
Do you have
a
another story? Go for it.
Jack Osbourne promises
By the
that
way,
the
let
Ozzy...
me stop you for a second.
Yes.
And let's let the audience know. This is it. This is what you're getting today. This
What?
is the mood that everybody in the room is in. So you're either going to like it or you're not. And if you don't, I'm sorry, but I don't see it changing before 7 o'clock.
I like this.
I think we're just going to roll with this mood, and it's going to be a little bit weird. But go ahead. What's your next story?
Well, Tim heard his voice singing like Trump, and so now he's trying not to ruin it. Okay, so Jack Osbourne promises that Ozzy Osbourne's biopic will be for the people, not artsy or esoteric.
You see, I don't know about
What does
this.
that mean?
Well, I think that it could mean something good, which is, don't make it too to the point where people may love Ozzy but not like the movie. But it also could be that he doesn't know about movie making, and sounds like what he's saying is what the worst biopics are, which is just check off the boxes, and you present just the things that everybody knows that happened in that person's career, and you show it to them. I mean, what is the sense of that? The day he joined Black Sabbath, the day he bit the head off the bat, the day he, all the stuff you already know, and you just tick off all the boxes. And those are the worst kind of biopics. Best kind of biopics, and also some of the worst biopics are artistic. But once you go artistic, it's like, what is your choice? What is your artistic choice? You can make a mistake, and that's why in a lot of these biopics they don't do that. They just tick off the boxes, and it sounds to me like that's what he wanted to say. What he's saying, give the people what they want. What does that mean? What they already know about Ozzy, not anything that they don't know, or don't start.
I
want to
know why he and Ronnie James Dio didn't get along.
Did he? Well, that's because Ronnie James Dio took over Black Sabbath.
Well, Ozzy left.
I know he left, but maybe you still get a little jealous. Maybe when you leave, you think to yourself, well, they can't possibly go on without me. And then they had one of their biggest albums.
Yeah.
When Ronnie James Dio joined.
That's too bad.
Well, you asked the question, Paul Stanley.
Well, I don't feel bad. I want that to be in the movie.
I got a feeling you and I are going to go at it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I know, but I'm testy today.
Don't be testy.
I'm testy.
It's Friday.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh,
as I said, folks, that's the kind of show it's going to be. I'd say good afternoon to Alex Williams. There's something the audience can hang on to. Good old trusty Alex Williams says it's a slow ride both ways in downtown.
I'll never let you down, Eric. Good afternoon, my friend, and to the Doctrinaires as well. Excuse me. Yep, already a full house trying to get southbound into the city. 400, you're hitting the brakes right around Sidney Marcus. 85 at the merge with 400. 75 south stacking up, approaching Howell Mill and Northside Drive. Delays will stick with you as you get down toward I-20. 75, 85 northbound. That ride's not any fun. You're on the brakes from Langford Parkway up to Freedom Parkway. Earlier crash, I thought it cleared. They're back in the right lane into cab. 285 northbound, the outer loop at Covington Highway. Looks like they're trying to fish a car out of the wood line there. So with that right lane block, those delays that had been improving are starting to slow again back toward Flat Shoals Parkway. Traffic brought to you by Georgia Aquarium. From incredible animals to an iconic brand, explore it all at Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. Just steps apart and under one deal. Get your combo tickets at AtlantaIcons.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Get your medical questions answered with the Doctors on Call, presented by Northside Hospital. This Sunday, we'll be joined by Dr. Sabrina Faulkner, a specialist in gynecology who will take your calls while discussing menopause and weight management. Tune in this Sunday at 8 a.m. for the Doctors on Call, presented by Northside Hospital on 95.5 WSB.
Your family's backyard fun continues during cooler weather when families come together in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy System, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Save up to $2,000 off with 0% financing for 48 months, plus a free audio upgrade. Offer ends September 8th. Brown's Pools and Spas. Over 50 years of awe. BrownsPools.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
When someone's AC is on the fritz, drains are clogged, or wall outlets are sparking, Castile Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical never asks, how soon do you need it fixed? You know why? Because no one in recorded history has ever said, oh, take your time, just whenever you can get to it. We just assume, how fast can you get here will always be the answer. So Castile will be there same day, and we won't leave until you're 100% satisfied. See? Sometimes it's good to assume. It gets your AC fixed fast. Book today at CastileAir.com.
You finally got that dream home. Then a pipe burst. Now you're draining your savings to drain the basement, and your other bills keep flooding in. But with Home Tap, you could tap into your home equity to cover renovations, debt, or whatever comes next. And unlike other home equity products, a Home Tap home equity investment has no monthly payments or impact on your mortgage rate. So consider using what you've already built. After all, it's your home. Tap into it. See how much you could get at HomeTap.com.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for Superior Plumbing. When I had a clogged pipe in my home, Superior Plumbing came to the rescue, and they showed up sooner than they said, which saved my time. They assessed the problem, gave me several options, and the quotes, which were shockingly low, by the way. Then they did the work in a very professional and speedy manner, saving even more of my time and money. Founded in 1988, they're family-owned and operated, which means they're proven and trusted. Ladies and gentlemen, what more can you ask for? Superior Plumbing values your time by not making you wait all day for them to arrive. They are experts and licensed plumbers, and the price was more than fair. Go to superiorplumbing.com or call 770-422-7586. That's 770-422-7586. superiorplumbing.com, the honest plumber, and tell them Shelley Winter sent you.
Be careful that what you consume as entertainment doesn't begin to consume you. Interestingly, the roots of the word entertainment mean to capture your mind. We can quickly slip from engaging in mindless entertainment to becoming mindless. The Bible says we are transformed by the renewing of our minds. What we let entertain our brains shapes our souls. This is Tom Gray, and This Stuff Matters.
ThisStuffMatters.net.
There we go. How cool was the lead singer of the Yardbirds? And then Tim Andrews just told me that he was electrocuted.
That's how he died?
When he was 33?
1976.
My goodness. You know what Paul Stanley.
Yep.
I had an epiphany about music last night. It's the last few days I've been listening to a lot of the hippie rock from like 1967,
You mean like Freedom
68.
Rock?
No, not like Freedom Rock. I mean like the hippies that were doing the Delta blues, like the guys from England who would that whole movement. I guess Cream was in there and stuff, but all that, and the Yardbirds. I guess you could put them in there, but I found out that I like bands that are inspired by the blues, but then turn that into pop songs. Like I don't like the whole blue. I've been listening to these bands like Blue Cheer, and I don't know. It just seems derivative to me at this point.
Summertime blues, baby.
Yeah, but just young white guys singing, the Delta blues or Chicago blues. I'll just say this. I like pop music, and I'm glad that the Beatles didn't live in London. Because if the Beatles lived in London, they would be part of that scene, and it all would have come out of, like, Chicago blues. And I love that stuff. Don't get me wrong. I see how you're looking at me, Paul Stanley. I love blues done by American blues artists. I'm just not a big fan as I look back.
Eric Clapton.
I like Wonderful Tonight. I like pop songs by Eric Clapton. I don't like... as I was listening to, Maybe it was the Blue Cheer album or the first Steppenwolf album. Which the Steppenwolf album? There's one. So some of the stuff is really bluesy and it loses me. And then there's something like Born to Be Wild or a few other songs of that album that are like, no, okay, the blues are still in there, but you fashioned it into this.
How about Dazed and
pop
Confused
song.
by Zeppelin?
It depends on my mood. Zeppelin's a whole different thing. You can't put Zeppelin. Zeppelin is its own thing. Zeppelin's its own thing, and even though they did steal straight up from
Do you
from
like the
blues
Big
singers.
Three? Do you like the Big Three?
What are the Big Three?
The Big Three were the Beatles' rival band from Liverpool.
The Big Three, I'm not familiar with.
That's who they were. Yeah,
Well, were they all blues? Well, here's my
They were a
thing.
little heavier.
This is what I realized as someone who's been listening to music for a long time and been told, what I have to like and everything. You know what does nothing for me emotionally? Dun, 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 dun. Nothing. It does nothing for me emotionally. And it seems like, Paul Stanley, between like 1968 and 1972, there were a lot of hippies who loved dun, 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 dun. And then I'm supposed to believe that this kid from the suburbs is going through some kind of, his woman did him wrong. It all just seems derivative. I don't know. I'm sure the Steppenwolf, I'm going to say, I like their pop song stuff, but Hoochie Coochie Man? No thanks. There it is. I do like this. Because it's got that. Who wrote this? Did they write this?
No, Eddie Cochran.
Right. So what happened back in the 60s? Like, we'll redo that song that was a hit 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. The Who did this as well. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 South in southwest Atlanta.
Yeah, partially in this right lane. They're using a construction barrel to try to protect themselves, Eric. 285 southbound, the outer loop just below Cascade Road exit 7, so a little slow as you try to leave I-20. Might even be some new trouble 285 south before that around Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. I'm going to check on that. Over into Cobb County, a crash in the right lane as they try to get this car out of the woods. 285 northbound, the outer loop at Covington Highway, exit 43. Delays stretch back to Flat Shoals Parkway. And even though it's already slow downtown, like we talked about, throwing a stall in the mix to make it worse. Center lane knocked out with this one. No help there yet. 7585 northbound at Freedom Parkway, exit 248. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Reliable Heating and Air reminds you that if your AC turns on or AC is running longer, but your house is still not comfortable, don't ignore it. You can visit reliableair.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
If you've been thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home fast and for more than you expect. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. One of the most stressful things about selling your home is not being able to control the timing. Mark Spain Real Estate allows you to receive an all-cash offer and close in as little as 21 days. Hassle-free, guaranteed. No showings, no open houses, and no waiting around wondering when your home is going to sell. It's that simple. Take it from one of their clients, BR, who said Mark Spain Real Estate sold my home within 30 days. We received 4 offers in just 1 week. Thanks to them, the process was by far the easiest and quickest. With over 12,500 5-star reviews, you can trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast and for the most money. Choose when you want to move with a Mark Spain Real Estate guaranteed offer and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed cash offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Gas prices are surging because of the war in Iran, but Congressman Mike Collins won't do anything about it. Why? Because Mike Collins refuses to disagree with Donald Trump on anything. Here's Mike Collins in a recent interview.
Is there anything that you disagree with President Trump on?
I'll tell you this. I disagree. I don't see how he gets by with 3 hours sleep.
That's right. Mike Collins is always with Donald Trump, no matter how much it costs Georgians. Listen to Mike Collins again.
I fully support President Trump and what he is doing with Iran.
Mike Collins supports Trump's war even though it's cost taxpayers over $100 billion and has sent gas prices soaring because Collins is always with Trump.
Is there anything that you disagree with President Trump on?
I'll tell you this. I disagree. I don't see how he gets by with 3 hours sleep.
Call 202-225-4101. Tell Mike Collins to stop supporting Trump's war. Paid for by Defend the Vote Action Fund.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire.
search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, MARTA is shelling out $52 million to end a dispute with the city of Atlanta over enhanced bus services.
The dispute hinged on sales tax proceeds for the enhanced bus service known as More MARTA. A 2023 city audit found that the transit agency was overcharging a designated fund. The settlement approved by the board today is a final resolution of the dispute, and Mayor Dickens says in a statement it protects Atlanta's investment and gives the city a stronger foundation to work together on a transit system our residents and region deserve. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It is 82 degrees in Atlanta. Few rumbles of thunder possible through this evening. Will it dry out for the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A new analysis finds Georgia's economy could take a big hit because of the trade war between the U.S. and Canada. Georgia Chamber Foundation Executive Director Daniela Perry says we do a lot of business with America's northern neighbor.
Canada is really important to Georgia. It actually is the #1 export market for the state.
Perry says the tariff uncertainty will likely mean higher costs for businesses and consumers in Georgia. A suspect is arrested in connection with a barbershop shooting in DeKalb County. The DeKalb Sheriff's Office Fugitive Unit, along with U.S. Marshals, arrest 27-year-old Lamar Jones at the intersection of Covington Highway and Panola Road in Lithonia. 3 guns were found inside the suspect's vehicle. He's charged with aggravated assault in a shooting last month that left a man seriously injured at a barbershop on Wellborn Road. Jones is held without bond at the DeKalb County Jail. A Massachusetts jury now deliberating in the Lindsay Clancy triple murder trial. Clancy admits to strangling her 3 young children in 2023, but pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of murder. The defense says Clancy suffered a postpartum psychotic break, but Assistant District Attorney Jennifer Sprague says Clancy denied having some mental health issues when speaking to doctors.
She said she denied suicidal ideation. She denied homicidal ideation. She said she wasn't hearing voices or seeing anything.
Jurors may consider murder, manslaughter, or not guilty verdicts based on a lack of criminal responsibility. An execution date now set for the man convicted of killing 2 real estate agents in Metro Atlanta in 2003. Stacey Humphreys set to die by lethal injection September 16th. This would be Georgia's first execution of the year. Humphreys' execution was previously scheduled for last December, but was postponed due to a legal challenge involving parole board members. The Georgia Supreme Court declined to hear the case, but a petition with the U.S. Supreme Court is pending. After the announcement of nuclear micro-reactors coming to 5 military bases in the U.S., including Georgia's Fort Benning, Georgia Tech's Stephen Biagowski explains it acts like a generator that can be used in a case of an emergency or wartime situation.
Stable, reliable electricity is imperative for them to, meet their mission.
He hopes the infrastructure can be used in the future to power things like data centers in Georgia. The college football season kicks off in Atlanta Saturday when Howard and Alabama A&M meet in the MEAC SWAC Challenge. Ahead of the big game, South Atlanta high school students get a chance to learn about careers in the sports industry. The game's executive director, John Grant, says the school is also receiving some money.
We gave away $1,000 to one of the teachers here that also gives an opportunity for matching grants.
Students met directly with representatives of ESPN, HBCUs, and corporate sponsors as part of today's seminar. A major food manufacturer now says almost all of its products use natural ingredients for coloring. Sherry Preston reports that includes a sugary breakfast cereal.
General Mills has announced that all of its cereals in the United States, including Trix and Lucky Charms, are now made without artificial colors. And by the end of next year, the company says 100% of its products products, including fruit snacks and baking products, will be made with natural dyes. Currently, about 90% of General Mills products are made without those artificial colors.
It is 4:34, and it's time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Still watching a slow ride west side perimeter build, 285 southbound. Trouble's been in the right lane below Cascade Road exit 7. Your brake lights pretty much stretch all the way back up towards Smyrna till South Atlanta Road, Paces Ferry area. In DeKalb County, they got the car out of the woods. Now they got to try to get it uprighted as it was on its roof. 285 northbound, the outer loop, Covington Highway exit 43. Delays there start before Flat Shoals Parkway. And in the downtown area, here is just pulled up to the stall, 7585 northbound at Freedom Parkway. It's in the center lane. I expect them within minutes to hold the right side of the roadway to try to move that to the right shoulder. And the crash still working on the left shoulder up in Kennesaw, or Ackworth, I should say, 75 northbound before Highway 92. That's put a lot of extra pressure on the ride back to North Marietta Parkway in Marietta, Cobb County. That's exit 263. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy skies with off and on rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder for this evening. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. A few rain showers possible for early tomorrow morning. Scattered afternoon thunderstorms with a high around 88. Saturday, drying out. Highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
Storm Tracker radar mostly quiet now in metro Atlanta. We have 86 degrees in Snellville, 87 in McDonough, and 83 in Canton. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call AquaGuard, a groundworks company. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls.
Schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard, the proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for detail.
At Choice Men's Health, patients are experiencing positive results for treatment of ED and performance issues in the bedroom. Here's Bill's story.
I'm a 60-year-old man who moved to the area recently. I suffer from diabetes and I'm taking heart medication. Unfortunately, one of the symptoms I've experienced for the past 5 years is ED, which has had a major impact on the intimacy my wife and I have always enjoyed. I've tried all the pills, and like a lot of people with diabetes, they just weren't effective. My wife heard a commercial on this radio station, and she made an appointment for me with Choice Men's Health. I was blown away by how effective it was. My marriage has never been better. I truly believe it made all the difference. I'm grateful for my wife for making the appointment, and I highly recommend you go see Choice Men's Health and get back in the game.
Call Choice Men's Health at 404-400-1170. They guarantee results in the first visit, or the exam is free. Call for your appointment today. Choice Men's Health, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
As Georgia grows, more data centers are coming here to do business. Georgia Power says residential customers are protected because large load customers must pay their full share for infrastructure costs. Plus, base rates are frozen through 2028 with a projected annual savings after that. Learn more at georgiapower.com/data centers.
Bam, bam, bam. All right. By the way, you know what's annoying me right now? I know I'm scattered and all over the place.
What's annoying you, Eric?
This should be a segment. What's annoying Eric?
What's going on in your mind? What's on your mind?
It's not what's on my mind. It's it's annoying me. And what's annoying me is this word, pied-à-terre. Is that how you say it? I think I have it here.
Oh, I never heard it until this year.
Pied-à-terre.
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 Yes.
Pied-à-terre.
Is that if you own two homes?
Well, we're learning more about it because of Mamdani in New York City, and it's a tax. It's a
pied-à-terre
tax. Mm-hmm. And this is the kind of thing that sort of annoys me when, because, and now that's a nationwide story because we have the midterms coming up and the Republicans are saying, hey, these Democrats, they're all communist. And the fact that he's trying to
pied-à-terre
tax proves it. But what annoys me in these situations is when stories become national and there's a term that most of us have never heard of in our lives. Obviously, if you go to business school or, if you're an accountant, you're aware of this. But most people have never heard of this. And then within a week, everybody's an expert on what it is, how it should be used. Not nobody. Most people don't stop and go, no, wait a minute, before I have an opinion. I've never heard of this before. Maybe I should
would say
do a little homework here.
Looking at the definition, I would say a flight attendant would probably have a pied-à-terre.
Because they have two homes?
Yeah, oftentimes they do, because they probably are based in a bigger city, and then they might live
not
somewhere
in
else.
the same
But the
street
thing
or
is,
state, though.
the thing is that the flight attendant probably wouldn't have the money to be wanting to pay a
pied-à-terre
tax.
Oh, yeah.
So the idea is to go after super wealthy people on their second homes, right?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
It reminds me of, it's like sometimes whenever there's a big trial, some big celebrity trial thing going on, or maybe this one with this lady, like, where is it? The big trial right now.
Talking about the Lindsay Clancy trial?
Yeah, that's all I want to hear. But I don't want to hear anything more about the trial. But where is it?
I don't know where it's taking place.
It doesn't matter. It's taking place all over America.
Yeah, it's top of mind.
Plymouth, Massachusetts.
And whenever these things go national and people follow these court cases and they're like really into it and they have opinions and they blog about it and they talk to their friends about it and then they act like they've heard all of these legal terms all the time. This
They've known them their whole life.
Yeah, this has happened. This happened like during the OJ trial. All of a sudden, within one day, I lived my whole life. No one ever had a conversation with me about jury nullification, and then all of a sudden, during the OJ trial, everyone I knew was an expert on jury. It's legal.
Yeah,
you can do it. So, well, I don't know that because I got to tell you, I've spent 0 seconds of my life thinking about jury nullification until the mid-'90s when it was all over the place. And then there's like all these legal terms that are based in Latin that most of us aren't really familiar with. But whenever these trials go national, everybody's an expert on, what is that? Aguirre. What's the legal term? There's a weird legal term that's like something of law. I can't remember exactly what the term is, but it's like a blah blah blah. And I may have come up during the Casey Anthony thing. All of a sudden, every housewife is an expert on legal terminology when these things happen, and that's how I feel about
Lindsay Clancy.
Pied-à-terre.
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 Pied-à-terre. That's how I feel about this. Everybody's got an opinion about whether it's good or bad or whatever. How many people stop for a moment and say, hey, look, before I give my opinion, I got to let you know something. I have never heard of
pied-à-terre
before a week ago. Now, with that disclaimer out there, I'll give you my opinion of what's going on in New York City with this
pied-à-terre
tax. I think I'm against it. I don't know. It's a weird thing with the super wealthy these days. I can see the economic logic of being against these things, but then, there's another term besides
pied-à-terre.
It's Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
Whatever. I get it wrong all the time.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude, right?
I think so. Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude.
So even though a lot of times I think that people are wrong about their economic ideas, these people at the top are such a-holes. You can't help it. Just, well, if you have half a bad day, I don't know. I guess that's all right. I don't know, if you spend 30 seconds of your day thinking about something other than how you're going to harm the riffraff, I think it's all right.
How sympathetic are you going to be for a billionaire? I'm not.
Well, it's always that way, but here's the thing.
Is it going to affect other people? Like
when it comes to economics, it's probably not a good idea to get emotional about what you are for or against based on you don't like this bunch of people or you don't like that bunch of people. You have to, so if you just hate the rich, you're not going to come up with good economic policies that start with we hate the rich.
It's probably going to impact, if you do end up punishing the rich that own these extra homes in New York City, it's probably going to impact the tourism industry immediately.
Or how about maybe the real estate industry?
Oh, for sure.
Maybe we just sell our homes or, whatever. But still, even though I know that to be true, we live in a time of, what is it again? Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
Why can't I get that right?
I don't know. You're not German?
But you are German.
Some would say. Schadenfreude. Right?
Von Hessler?
There's that element. You just can't get away from that element. And then it makes me realize that the days of being politically minded are kind of gone for me. But you get to a certain point where you realize, I get it. Everybody's full of ish. I didn't realize that. All my life I was going this group over these ideas over those ideas. And now I realize, everybody was gaming me for their own purposes. I see. So then once you get to that, then when you see you just go, there's an a-hole who's having a bad day. That can't be bad. For most of the world, if an a-hole has a bad day, that's got to be slightly good for other people, right?
So you've reached a personal crossroads in your life.
Yeah, where I don't believe...
The a-hole crossroads?
Yes. And I was there once in college, but...
Well, you were experimental.
No, who wasn't?
Pied a terre.
Pete was drunk.
Yes. Let me tear.
Pete went on a tear.
Yeah. It's going to leave a tear.
It's legendary.
Be careful.
It's legendary. But, you got the whole pain-pleasure principle. Things I don't understand necessarily. So if you have, if somebody's talking to you and you're having a political conversation over a beer and they bring up
pied a terre
tax in New York City, just stop for 1 second and say, have you ever heard of that term before 2 or 3 weeks ago? I just want to know. TV shows and stuff have disclaimers. I think we should all have to have disclaimers.
When new words come in?
No, just anything. When we're having conversations. When whatever the current event is at some party and the political thing that people are arguing about. I think you have to like a disclaimer. Hey, my disclaimer is before all my friends on X started talking about this 2 weeks ago, it had never occurred to me. But now...
Most people never heard this word before. Talk to your doctor about it.
That'd be great. You have a conversation with somebody at a cocktail party, and as you walk away, that voice steps in.
Please be advised, this word has never been used in this person's vocabulary before in the history of the news. But they turned it on news. They heard it on CNN. They heard it on Fox News. And they use it in casual conversation.
All right, now that you've been warned, here's my opinion. I just want you to know, before I give you my opinion on this thing that everybody's arguing about, I have not spent one day doing real homework. Although, all my friends on X say...
Don't you appreciate when people are grilling you on X using something that they don't know?
They
don't know
well,
what
I'm
the term
not
is?
on X, so it doesn't happen to me. I have no social media apps. Alex Williams says there's a crash, unfortunately, on 285 North in DeKalb.
That's right, Eric. I'm watching this one on the jam cam. Right lane taken out, 285 northbound, Covington Highway, exit 43. They got the car out of the woods, now trying to get a box truck off the guardrail, so quite the cleanup process ongoing there. Brake lights stretch back to Boulder Crest Road. 285 eastbound, the inner loop starting on the north side. The brake lights find you in Dunwoody between Ashford Dunwoody and Chamblee Dunwoody Road. Only gets slower the closer you get to I-85. Not going to find any improvement as you make the southbound transition toward Tucker and Clarkston until you clear Memorial Drive. And found new trouble in Stockbridge. I'm going to have eyes on this crash soon. 75 southbound below 675. We'll have updates on that one in the next report that's in less than 10 minutes. From the TrustedDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Grocery prices keep going up.
But WSB's Grand for Groceries will help.
Could really use it right about now.
5 chances a day to win $1,000.
Oh, no!
Your next chance to win is coming up at 5.
WSB's Grand for Groceries.
From 95.5 WSB.
Georgia Power is here for you with programs, tools, and incentives that lower your bill. But we also have a few ways you can save right now. Unplug devices like TVs when they're not being used, or use a power strip you can switch off. Make sure you're only using the lights you need. Change out your HVAC filter and make sure your vents are clear. Set your thermostat at 78 for max efficiency. But every degree closer helps, because everything we save on energy can be better spent being there for the people we care about. Visit georgiapower.com for more energy-saving tips.
Your time is important, and my friends at Cars for Kids respect your time. Hey, it's Shelley Winter. Cars for Kids offers quick, hassle-free pickup of your old vehicle. Just fill out the easy online form in minutes, and they'll send someone to tow away your unused car. You've heard the jingle. You know these good folks. Cars for Kids is hands down the fastest and easiest way to get rid of your old car. Do a good deed without wasting time. Go to carsforkids.org today. That's cars with a K.
This kitchen is insane. New counters, new floors. Who did this?
My house.
Your house did your kitchen?
Yep. I used a HomeTap home equity investment to get cash from the equity I already had, with no monthly payments or impact on my mortgage rate.
So your home paid for itself. That's genius.
Huh. I guess I am a genius.
All right, easy there.
HomeTap lets you turn your home equity into cash with no monthly payments. It's your home. Tap into it. See how much you could get at HomeTap.com.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month. 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
If you've been thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home fast and for more than you expect. Choose when you want to move with the Mark Spain Real Estate Guaranteed Offer. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon?
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
You know, there's a headline here that I'm torn a little bit because I think they're probably good people, and I think that they have good intentions, but it still seems kind of like, well, what? It's not going to solve anything, and you're probably going to end up going out of business if you kept this model up. But I believe yesterday, August 26th, was the day that a bunch of eateries were doing this. I don't want to torture the Spanish. Is somebody better at Spanish than me?
Paga lo que. Paga lo que puedas.
There you go. That's what I was saying. Paga lo que puedas.
There you go.
What, are you going to share your political opinion on Paga lo?
Pay what you can. So the idea is they look like good people. I don't want to get on here and say, oh, you're dumb or stupid. They're not. They're good people. They want to help. They know there's a lot of people out there having trouble feeding themselves. Everything costs too much, and they're trying to help. But I just think that
there's the but.
No, you're not going to stay. You're not going to stay in business long if you just say pay what you can, because some people are going to say I can't.
Some
and then
people will pay though.
I guess the way that it works, and here's the novelty of it. If it's only for a couple of days, then like Shaq can read about it and walk in and pay $2,000 for a hamburger and kind of pick it up. You know what I mean? As long as it's like a novelty kind of thing. But if you were to try to do this on a daily basis, you obviously would not be in business very long. So, and that's ultimately, if you open a restaurant, you are in business. So that's why I'm a little torn on this. It seems to me like they're probably great, awesome people. But maybe not going to be owning a restaurant for very long. I mean, there is a difference between, even though, we live in a crony capitalist society now and all of this has been abused, but even when things aren't abused, there is a difference between business and charity. And I feel like the charity part of it works out better if you keep a firewall, because if you keep a firewall and you run your business properly, your business will flourish and you'll have a lot of profits, and you'll have more profits that you can then take and donate to the charities of your choice or get your restaurant involved in bigger things for charity. But that's when people say that there's a difference between business and charity, they're not necessarily denigrating charity. What they're saying is make your business flourish, right? It's like if the cabin pressure goes down and that thing drops in front of you, the oxygen mask, and they tell you, put yours on first before you put them on your children, because you're no good to your children if you can't breathe. And when people come and say things like there's a difference between business and charity, that's what they're saying. Think of the business as you and the air mask drops, and the charity is your children. The charity isn't going to do well if you don't take care of business first. So when it's on the business side, you should be trying in an ethical way, in a legal way, to make as much money as you can. Because when you do that, the business stays in business, and on top of it, you have more that you can give to the charities that you want to see do well. Yeah.
I have a question about this. Because it's pay what you can, or paga loque quietas, pay what you can. Do you think a really rich person ever walks in there and just drops $1,000?
Whether they walk in or not, I'm sure they get in touch with them behind the scenes or whatever. But if you're really rich and you're a celebrity, I'd walk in there, because who cares about the people who are getting to eat who might otherwise miss a meal? What's important is the PR that you get for being a really, really, really good celebrity. Alex Williams says a crash is slowing the ride on 75 South in Stockbridge.
Yeah, this one's unfortunately going to get worse, Eric, because now just a right lane is open. Very heavy response here. 75 southbound below I-675. Those delays already stretch back to Mount Zion Boulevard. It's going to impact 675 South as well. Alternates to use to get around this one. You got Highway 1941, Highway 42, or the express lanes. If you have a Peach Pass, that might save you some time there. Elsewhere in DeKalb County, crash still working in the right lane. 285 northbound, the outer loop at Covington Highway. Those delays now almost stretch back to I-675. Earlier trouble west side perimeter, 285 southbound below Cascade Road, exit 7. That is cleared. All lanes are open there. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for RJ's Auto Body Plus in Marietta. I'm here with Kelly, a satisfied customer. How was your experience, Kelly, with RJ's Auto Body Plus?
My experience was great. I had an accident back in October, and the insurance company approved an aftermarket bumper. And honestly, it just didn't look right. It was wrong color, didn't match, stuck out just a little bit. I went back to RJ's, and I really appreciated them. They went and they fought the insurance company for me. They went back and forth with the insurance company and got them to approve a factory OEM bumper, meaning that it actually goes with my car.
That's a real live customer experience with RJ's Auto Body Plus. Go there now, ladies and gentlemen. Call 770-955-5020 or search RJ's Auto Body Plus. That's RJ's Auto Body Plus, 770-955-5020, or simply search RJ's Auto Body Plus.
Your family's backyard fun continues during cooler weather when families come together in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy System, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Save up to $2,000 off with 0% financing for 48 months, plus a free audio upgrade. Offer ends September 8th. Brown's Pools and Spas. Over 50 years of awe. BrownsPools.com.
The recent heavy rain was quite a stress test for your roof and a reminder that your roof is the first line of defense. Dave Baker for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys, and the only roofer I trust. When severe downpours expose leaks from years of wear and tear, think of Finley first. They've replaced over 65,000 roofs locally with high-quality work, upfront pricing, and exceptional service. Get your free roof analysis at FinleyRoofing.com.
At Emory Healthcare, there's a whole team of people devoted to medicine that envisions the future, so you can do the same. When doubt surrounds your picture of tomorrow, hope from others can light the way forward. The power of second chances is here every day, but its beauty shines brightest when you bring it home. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
When someone's AC is on the fritz, drains are clogged, or wall outlets are sparking, Castile Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical never asks, how soon do you need it fixed? You know why? Because no one in recorded history has ever said, oh, take your time, just whenever you can get to it. We just assume how fast can you get here will always be the answer. So Castile will be there same day, and we won't leave until you're 100% satisfied. See? Sometimes it's good to assume. It gets your AC fixed fast. Book today at CastileAir.com.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story, tariffs on critical goods will have an impact on Georgia's economy.
Higher costs for families, disrupting supply chains that are critical to our businesses.
A new look today at how the U.S. trade war with Canada affects us here in Georgia.
Canada is Georgia's largest export market, and Georgia Chamber Foundation Executive Director Daniela Perry says it's also our fourth largest trading partner overall.
So it's an important market for the state of Georgia.
Perry says the new tariffs on a range of items will push costs higher for businesses, and it injects uncertainty into the market.
The unpredictability that these evolving trade negotiations are creating is certainly challenging for businesses to navigate.
The chamber is encouraging continued negotiations. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
83 degrees in Atlanta. Hit or miss showers continue through tomorrow morning. Will it be drier for the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The FBI is now part of the search for a third suspect wanted in a deadly mass shooting in Atlanta.
It has been over a year since the mass shooting in Atlanta left 1 dead and 10 injured. 2 of the suspects, Nasir Williams and Rico T. Arnold, are in custody, but Atlanta police and the FBI are still looking for the third. 24-year-old Zakevius Denard Perry has been charged with felony murder and 10 counts of felony aggravated assault. State warrants have been issued for Perry's arrest. Officials say Perry is considered armed and dangerous, but it's possible he's currently in the New York City area. Anyone with information should contact the police department. Jordan Brown, 95.5 WSB.
It was a murder that stunned Metro Atlanta more than 2 decades ago. WSB's Sabrina Cupid reports a convicted killer is set to die by lethal injection on September 16th.
53-year-old Stacey Humphreys was 30 years old when he brutally murdered 2 real estate agents in Cobb County in the middle of the day on November 3, 2003. Prosecutors say 33-year-old Cindy Williams and 21-year-old Lori Brown's partially clothed bodies were found inside a model home in Powder Springs. Witnesses described seeing a stocky white man around 6 feet tall driving a black Dodge Durango. 5 days later, Humphreys was arrested.
Humphreys' execution was previously scheduled for last December, but was stopped due to a legal challenge involving parole board members. This will be Georgia's first execution since 2024. A Canton man is accused of sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl after she missed her school bus. The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office says 42-year-old Raymond Sukram drove up in a truck and asked the girl she needed a ride. Police say he talked her into getting into the truck, then drove her to a location in Canton where he's accused of sexually assaulting her. He's now in the Cherokee County Jail facing charges that include aggravated child molestation. Some participants in the Phase 3 clinical trial of a newly approved pancreatic cancer drug were here in Georgia at City of Hope, Atlanta. Dr. Kristen Higgins says it essentially doubles the survival rate for patients who use this drug.
It's an oral pill. It has less side effects than the standard chemotherapy. And so it's a win for many reasons.
Patients and physicians are calling the drug a breakthrough development in the battle against pancreatic cancer. Georgia's job market remains strong, with unemployment down last month in every metro area.
Atlanta's rate now stands at 3.2%. That's down from 3.5% in June. 1 year ago, it was 3.4%. Also seeing declines across Atlanta, the labor force and the number of employed and unemployed. Jobs in healthcare and social assistance saw the most gains month over month and year over year. Local government jobs had the biggest losses over the month, while professional and technical services jobs experienced the largest over-the-year declines. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Metro Atlanta drivers get a reprieve this weekend on the west side perimeter. Because of predicted wet weather, the Georgia DOT announces it is postponing the full closure of I-285 between Cascade Road and Langford Parkway. There will be partial lane closures starting tomorrow night through Monday morning. There are 2 more full closures tentatively scheduled for next month. It is 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Here is Alex Williams.
Ugly into Stockbridge, Bill. Crash. Only a right lane is left open with this one. 75 southbound, just south of the I-675 merge. 75 south is already bumper to bumper back to Mount Zion. It's now getting slower on the 675 south ramp to 75 south. Don't even try it. Highway 1941, Highway 42, all are both options as alternates. Or if you can make your way down to Highway 138, you got a Peach Pass. You can hop in those express lanes right around I-675. In DeKalb County, crash cleanup ongoing in the right lane. Been here a while now. 285 northbound, the outer loop at Covington Highway, exit 43. Heavy delays stretch back to Boulder Crest Road. 285 east and southbound, the inner loop jams in from Peachtree Boulevard. Not going to find any relief until you get down to East Ponce de Leon, exit 40 in Clarkston. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for this evening with a few hit-or-miss rain showers and thunderstorms rolling through. A few of these showers will continue through early tomorrow morning with lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high of 88. Scattered rain showers and thunderstorms through the evening hours. Trending drier for this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy with a stray pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible. Morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the low 90s.
Right now it's 83 in Alpharetta, 81 in Lawrenceville, and 83 in Fayetteville. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with, of course, this hour's keyword in WSB's A Grand for Groceries giveaway. And this hour's keyword is BOSS. B-O-S-S. BOSS. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/groceries for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is B-O-S-S. BOSS.
Like Bruce Springsteen. Boss.
The boss. See, you're going to confuse people, and they're going to call and go, is it Bruce Springsteen? No, the word's boss. Helping out our lawyers there. Well, Jared did say Bruce Springsteen. Right?
We do have to give everybody $1,000.
Like Bruce Springsteen.
This would be great. How long would be on the air? The lawyers come back, we have to give every listener $1,000.
Oh, they might mishear that. You just said we're
No, that was a joke. That was not a declaration.
I'm calling the lawyers.
Why
you hear what
do
Eric
you
just said?
people make this so difficult? We're trying to give you $1,000 for groceries. Are they making it difficult, or are we making it? I don't know. Somebody here is making it difficult. And, all right, we have, this may just be strange audio day. What was that noise? Who made that?
It was strange audio day.
Oh, okay. So is this the...
My
is this
groaning.
Is this our audio logo for Strange Audio Day?
I miss Free Audio Association.
So we had... So we listened to Trump earlier with his all you need is some smarts and a pen to change Lake Ontario to Lake America. Now, I have only listened to a little bit of this. George Clark put this in right before we went on the air, and so I just listened to a bit of it, and it sounds insane. I don't even know why. So it's Curtis Sliwa, famous guardian angel, and I believe he just ran for governor? Mayor of New York City. What's funny about that?
It's just, I remember that he ran. Like he's 7,000 years old.
He always wears the beret. Well, you probably don't remember the Guardian Angels. New York City before Giuliani. So there was a Giuliani before the Giuliani that you know. And there was this one version of Rudy Giuliani that everybody in America loved. And he was basically because of the way that he responded to 9/11 in New York City. But leading up to that, he cleaned up New York City.
Yeah.
But before Rudy Giuliani, New York City went through some years, like 75 to 85, went through these years where it was just dangerous. And Curtis Sliwa started this group called the Guardian Angels, and they would be down in the subways and stuff. That's why, see, Curtis Sliwa doesn't understand that Jared Yamamoto doesn't know why he's wearing a beret when he's running for mayor. The reason is that was part of their uniform, their outfit.
Okay.
If you saw the
That
guys,
makes so much sense.
They had these like satin jackets that say Guardian Angels
Yeah,
on it, and
they
the
were-
red
they're
beret,
bright red.
and you could see them. You would know, and people would feel maybe comfortable. And some people hated it because it was vigilantism and went through the whole thing. But they basically had martial arts and stuff. They didn't carry weapons, I don't believe. I think they would just get involved and they would fight. I may be wrong about the weapons, but I
They
don't
didn't
think
carry guns.
Yeah. So before then, things were really bad. So Curtis Sliwa, that's how he got famous in New York City.
I see. Okay,
And he was
I thought-
young. He was young then, and then now he's an older politician.
It's funny you bring that up. I always thought the beret was just to cover up a bad hairpiece,
Yeah.
or maybe he had like
Yeah,
bad
people
hair
forget.
in general.
It's like, you know what? He made the mistake that radio consultants are always talking to radio people about. He forgot to reset the topic.
Yeah.
So you had no idea
had no
why
idea.
he was wearing that thing. So he is on whose podcast?
Adam Friedland.
Is he a comedian?
Yeah, he's from that one podcast called Something Town.
Every comedian in the world has a podcast. I can't keep up, but maybe he's great.
What
I don't-
town?
Something Town.
Oh, he's from your favorite guy. What's that guy's name?
You're thinking of Sam Hyde, but the Nick Mullen's the best guy.
Okay,
on Something
okay.
Town.
And Stavi.
And is not the guy that I'm thinking of?
No.
He's not behind Something Town?
No.
Okay. So Curtis Sliwa is on this podcast, and I've just heard a little bit of this. This is over Christopher Columbus?
Yeah, Adam Friedland kind of does like a Dick Cavett sort of style.
Okay, and does he not
so
like Christopher
boring.
Columbus? A lot of people don't like Christopher. We
He's
found out
just-
that he was kind of mean.
He knows that Curtis Sliwa, being half Italian, loves Christopher Columbus. So
So he starts going, and they have this conversation, and Curtis Sliwa says something. Now, as somebody who's been on the, I've said a lot of stupid things, but he doubles down on it, right? Like it brought up, and then he doubled down on it. It's a bizarre conversation, and here it is. They're arguing about Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, the British,
People
come
just
on.
like that style.
You know, back then,
People
that's
like
how.
a hoodless style.
You know, why do you think he had to escape Spain in 1492? He was
doing it on behalf of
Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand
Ferdinand and
launched the
Isabella.
Inquisition on your people and said
Yeah, we
either
was
convert
forced-
or die.
yeah, yeah.
And he decided to leave with the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa, and the Maria.
Yeah, well, it's three, actually. There's Santa Maria.
No, you're wrong.
No, Santa Maria
The
was the third
Nina,
one.
the Pinta, the Santa, and the Maria.
The Nina, the Penis, and the Santa Maria.
Stop.
That's right. Four of the
No, he threw a little joke in there, but that's
There was 4 ships, Eric.
See, it's one thing to say that Santa and the Maria. That's the kind of thing I would say something like that, and then I'd be driving home on 400 thinking I had a great show, and then I'd realize I said something stupid like that, and I would go to my basement and cry until I got back in front of the mic and I could correct it. But he had the opportunity, and then he doubled down on it. I think, can we keep going without any more jokes from the other guy? Because doesn't he say that 3 of them made it?
Yes.
Okay, can you keep going? Keep going.
I can. I've got it stopped here.
Okay, go ahead.
As he went.
Oh, so he called one the Santa Maria after one lot. He combined the names?
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Are you trying to instruct me on the hero of my peeps, Christopher Columbus?
I thought so you're Jewish.
No, he is Jewish.
I thought you were Newsboy of the Year.
Yes, I was.
I think
The
we
Daily
passed what I'm
Newspaper.
talking about. Didn't he go on there to say that when he was doubling down, I think he said 3 of the ships made it.
He
and one
decided
did.
to leave with the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa, and the Maria.
I don't want to hear this guy's joke again.
The Pinta, the Santa, and the Maria.
The Nina, the Pin.
You're all
That's
4
right,
of
4
them.
of
the ships. 3 of them made it.
There it is. He says 3 of them made it. You can't double down more. You can't double down more than saying that 3 of them made it.
3 of them did.
Yes, that's true.
3 of them made it, and
So
the,
he thinks-
the Maria sank, but the Santa did not. That's where Santa Claus comes from.
Is that where it comes from?
So Nina, the Pinta,
So I got to leave you out there on your
Sacco,
own.
and Vanzetti. They all made it over here, and then he took some Indians back with him.
Hands up, anybody who knows that reference. Sacco.
There was boats. Sacco and Vanzetti's was boats.
Do I even know that reference? Those are 2 guys you killed for fun?
No, they was Sacco and Vanzetti was falsely tried for something or other.
Oh, I thought that
I think
they
they sank the Pinta. and then rebuilt it immediately on the ocean.
I thought they killed somebody for fun.
Sacco and Vanzetti. I don't remember.
Sacco and Van.
They were anarchists or something.
I thought that they.
One of them got the electric chair.
Yeah, no, they as for fun, I believe they decided to murder one of their schoolmates, and it was just it was like a thing that they did as a lark.
And then they kept it a secret, I think.
Now they were Italian immigrant anarchists executed in Massachusetts in 1927.
Oh.
And so
Thank you.
A paymaster and a guard was shot and killed during an armed robbery in South Braintree.
Who am I thinking of? The two guys who killed it was like movies were
Martin
made.
and Lewis?
No. They were hilarious. It was the exact opposite of cold-blooded killers. There's these two kids, and like the movie Rope is kind of based on them, and a few other things are based on them. There were two guys.
Story Rope. Okay, I'm trying to translate you here.
This
Story
is great
Rope
radio.
is after them.
It's like a mystery. It's a mystery. There's two. George, anything?
There was the 2012 case.
Not 2012. This is like in the 20s or 30s.
See what
or
happened
40s.
is Columbus brought this rope, and I believe that rope was on the end of the Maria.
And that's why did it sink, but they were able to pull it back
And
up.
Sacco and Vanzetti brought that rope back up, gave it to them kids who did the killings you're talking about.
So Sacco and Vanzetti, they were like anarchists.
And it was executed,
Okay, yeah.
Justin Oves.
No.
Leopold and Loeb.
Leopold and Loeb. Thank you, Justin. Thank you very much. Leopold and Loeb. What year was that?
That was 1924.
They wasn't songwriters?
No. They were not songwriters. They just did it on a lark.
Yeah.
And there was this kid, and I think they coaxed him into going somewhere. And the whole concept was almost like a crime and punishment thing, where they felt like they were superior to this kid, and that they were smart enough. They convinced themselves that they were smart enough to get away with murder. And if you've seen Rope, obviously, has anybody seen Rope by Alfred Hitchcock?
No.
Am I alone?
No, I did not. 1948 is when that
You've
came
seen
out.
it, George.
No.
How have you not seen it?
I was listening to the President's of the United States too much.
That's right. Great. One of those Hitchcock movies maybe people don't talk about enough. It's a great movie, and it's based on those two, Leopold and Loeb. Alex Williams says 75 South is bumper to bumper into Henry County.
Yeah, the single file with only a right lane open. That's the reason for it, Eric, with this crash. 75 southbound, just south of where 675 merges in. 75 south, those delays are really getting slow back up toward Morrow and Highway 54 Jonesboro Road. 675 south slowing before Highway 138. Think about Highway 1941, Highway 42, both of those some alternates east and west of the 75 interchange that you can use as your alternates. Traffic Trooper George just called me and let me know of a right lane crash. I see that on the jam cam into Cab County, 85 northbound, approaching Claremont Road, exit 91. Delays growing there back to the Cheshire Bridge Lennox Road on-ramps. And they just cleared a stall out of the out of travel lanes in Gwinnett County on the 985 southbound ramp to 85 south. Those 985 south delays from Buford Drive, exit 4 are going to start to improve. Traffic brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Enjoy fresh fruit for less at Whole Foods Market. Get organic black, red, or green seedless grapes for $2.99 per pound with Prime through September 1st while supplies last. Shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Get your medical questions answered with the Doctors on Call, presented by Northside Hospital. This Sunday, we'll be joined by Dr. Sabrina Faulkner, a specialist in gynecology who will take your calls while discussing menopause and weight management. Tune in this Sunday at 8 a.m. for the Doctors on Call, presented by Northside Hospital on 95.5 WSB.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Shelly Winter here. Join me this Saturday at noon for the Car Guys with Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Buy or lease, fix or sell, everything you want to know about cars, we will cover Saturday noon to 1 right here on 95.5 WSB.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, financial study after financial study keeps showing us a troubling trend. Many Americans believe they could work and work and work with no end in sight and still not have enough saved to retire comfortably. And that's the key word here. So how do we retire comfortably?
One of the things I think everybody listening should focus on is pick a retirement date.
If you're in a traditional job and it's not your passion and you don't own the company, pick a retirement date. Do you want to retire at 62? Do you want to retire at 65? Pick that date, meet with us, and let's go get it. And we will map it out, but give us a target to hit. My expectation is if you came in and we broke all of that down and created a financial plan around it, my inclination is that you go back to work with a totally different attitude because you will have a target to shoot for. Now, for those of you that do not have $1 million portfolio, it's okay. Your number is your number. We've got to make it work for you. It's all about income and the safety of that income and the taxation of that income on you. So do not discount what you've built and what you have saved, but begin the process, especially if you fit this category where you feel like I may have to work, I guess, forever because there is no retirement date. Yeah. That's a lot of burden to carry. I think, and I would hope, we can lift some of that burden for you.
It all starts with the Portfolio X-Ray, and that report is complimentary. Get started with the Hoffman Financial Group today. Call 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858 and online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At Choice Men's Health, patients are experiencing positive results for treatment of ED and performance issues in the bedroom. Here's Bill's story.
I'm a 60-year-old man who moved to the area recently. I suffer from diabetes and I'm taking heart medication. Unfortunately, one of the symptoms I've experienced for the past 5 years is ED, which has had a major impact on the intimacy my wife and I have always enjoyed. I've tried all the pills, and like a lot of people with diabetes, they just weren't effective. My wife heard a commercial on this radio station, and she made an appointment for me with Choice Men's Health. I was blown away by how effective it was. My marriage has never been better. I truly believe it made all the difference. I'm grateful for my wife for making the appointment, and I highly recommend you go see Choice Men's Health and get back in the game.
Call Choice Men's Health at 404-400-1170. They guarantee results in the first visit, or the exam is free. Call for your appointment today. Choice Men's Health, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
If you're seeing any signs of moisture in your basement, condensation, damp floors, mold, or wood rot, your basement has water issues, AquaGuard will create a customized waterproofing plan to keep your basement dry. Visit aquaguard.net today. Remember, AquaGuard.
You finally got that dream home. Then a pipe burst. Now you're draining your savings to drain the basement, and your other bills keep flooding in. But with HomeTap, you could tap into your home equity to cover renovations, debt, or whatever comes next. And unlike other home equity products, a HomeTap home equity investment has no monthly payments or impact on your mortgage rate. So consider using what you've already built. After all, it's your home. Tap into it. See how much you could get at HomeTap.com.
Welcome back to the show. You know me. I'm a 62-year-old guy who just moved to the area. That's all. 62-year-old guy just moved to the area. You know me.
Your wife heard about it on this radio station.
Yeah. So I'm just a 62-year-old guy. Just moved to the area.
Yeah.
Anybody know any good places to get a good meal?
Yes.
I'm new to the area. I just moved to the area.
Okay.
Yes, there's a restaurant here.
In this area?
In the area, there is a restaurant.
That's good to know because I'm a 62-year-old guy. I just moved to this area.
They have food.
Area. Well, thank you. You know what? People in this area have been so nice.
They have beverages and food.
At the
restaurant.
Is it in this area?
In the area.
Okay, very good. Because I just moved to this area, and when I moved here and I realized what a great area this is.
Yeah.
They have radio stations to give money away so people can buy their groceries.
Groceries are expensive in this area.
In this area, that's what I'm learning as a 62-year-old guy who just moved to this area. But I do want to remind people
that this radio station,
WSB's a grand for groceries giveaway. The key word this hour is BOSS, boss.
Which in this area, there's a lot of bosses.
It's an area full of bosses. which I appreciate as a 62-year-old who just moved to this area.
But that's plural, and this is
Can I tell people?
singular.
Can I tell people how they get their groceries? No?
No.
Okay.
Only if they're from the area.
Yeah, people from the area only. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/groceries for your chance to win $1,000. It doesn't matter what area you're from. You listen to the radio station, just give us that. I was going to say give us a call, but wherever you go.
That keyword, boss.
That keyword, yeah, whatever the hell we're doing. I think I'm in a mood. I didn't know when I was driving in that I was in a mood, but sometimes, you just find out when you're on the air that you're in a mood. Jared Yamamoto is going to, tonight, right after the show, you're going to do your big fantasy draft.
That's right.
He doesn't do it online. He goes to an area bar and gets together with other people from the area, and they pick their fantasy football draft picks.
13th year doing it. It's actually a live draft, and we have a
How much
big
white
board.
How many? It's 13th year. Pretty much the same bunch. I mean, it's going to change a little bit, but pretty much the same bunch.
Pretty much the same.
Do you, as the years go on, as the people walk in, do you go, "Oh, he's looking old"?
Yes.
Is anybody, a few people
Yes.
because when I first started recognizing aging, it wasn't in myself in the mirror. It was because you have friends and you move around, and so like a friend would come into town, and I would notice the white on their temples. I go, oh, wait a minute, we must be getting. I'm the same. I'm on the same spot of the conveyor belt as that guy.
Yes.
That's how I. So every year, take a picture every year, and then you'll just be able to put it together as here we are aging.
We typically
through the years.
We typically take one photo at the very end of the draft with the completed board, and it is
Right.
crazy to see some of the guys aging because a lot of times we don't see them during the year at all. This
Right.
is the only day of the year we see them.
So if I could gift you, because I know you don't know when you're going to go in the draft, you know who's going to be available.
I find out
But
when I get there where I'm
if I
drafted.
could gift you 3 players, who are those 3 players?
Oh, easy. Jameer Gibbs from the Lions. I'm taking Bijan Robinson from the Falcons, and I'm also taking Jamar Chase from the Bengals. 3
And-
players, I'm taking them immediately, just like that.
I guess we're going to assume that you went ahead and picked Tua before that.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean,
why
Tua
would
is
you
my
not-
first overall pick.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, all
He's such-
signs point to him having a monster year with the Falcons. Why would you not?
He's so loyal to the Falcons. Which Falcon would you draft?
He's
besides
Bijan Robinson.
Besides Bijan.
Take Drake London.
You take
if he's
Drake
there.
London and Michael Penix Jr. No.
If Penix is available for like a third
Who are your
quarterback-
top? Who's your top quarterback if they were there for you?
Oh, I'd take Josh Allen.
But you'd have to be like in the first 3 to get him, right? Or is it still that thing where you don't worry about a quarterback, you get a running back first? Is that still the thinking?
The strategies have changed over the years, but you typically wait for quarterbacks until the 4th round, typically.
And that's because there are so many of them that are going to do. I mean,
no, because you only start one of them. You usually start 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers, and they're just more valuable.
But I would still want like Josh Allen or Lamar or Pat. I would still want that. I would think I'd be getting a lot of points
if you
over
don't
the years.
get in that upper tier, wait to get the quarterback till later. Wait.
I'll trust you. I don't play this anymore because I don't need more reasons to lose on Sundays. Alex Williams says he has better news on 285 North in DeKalb.
Yes, sir. They finally cleared up that crash out of the right lane, got all the cars out of the tree line at 285 North Covington Highway, exit 43. Still seeing brake lights, though, back to Boulder Crest Road. That's just that leftover volume as you try to make your way up past I-20. Travel advisory continues in Stockbridge. Only a right lane getting by this crash. 75 south below 675. 675 slow and at Highway 42. 75 south back at Highway 54. Use Highway 42, Highway 1941, a couple alternates there. 85 northbound in DeKalb County, crash still in the right lane approaching Claremont Road, exit 91. That's slow in the ride back at Georgia 400. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Reliable Heating and Air recommends if there's a musty smell from your AC, it could mean moisture buildup. Let Reliable check it out. Visit reliableair.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter. Are you planning a wedding? This August, D. Geller & Son is making getting married easier with 0% APR financing for 5 years on the wedding bands you've been dreaming about. Grooms have plenty of options, too, from timeless platinum bands to unique styles featuring wood grain and gold accents. With 5 years to pay, couples can choose the rings they truly want without compromising. Visit D. Geller & Son, Atlanta's most trusted jeweler since 1939 in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs, or learn more at dgeller.com.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
You can save $5 on produce with your digital coupon. Just spend $20 on produce and save $5 at checkout. See coupon for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-611-2046. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-611-2046. That's 800-611-2046.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by A1 Garage Door Service. Our top local story, the ongoing trade war between the U.S. and Canada could take a bite out of Georgia's economy.
Georgia exports $6.8 billion in goods to Canada annually, and they're our fourth largest trading partner overall.
Georgia Chamber Foundation Executive Director Daniela Perry says the tariff uncertainty will likely mean higher costs for businesses and consumers in Georgia. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick says the U.S. and Canada had a trade deal, but he accuses our northern neighbor of backing out.
We're just being used by them, right? That's what happened.
Republican Senator Susan Collins of Maine is urging the two sides to return to talks to end the trade war. It is 84 degrees in Atlanta. Showers and storms continue through tomorrow. What about the weekend storm chances? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. All new this half hour, a DeKalb County judge dismisses charges against the man accused of opening fire inside the Decatur Public Library. The judge rules the shooter, 44-year-old Medicus Brown, acted in self-defense after a dispute in February. Brown was indicted on charges of aggravated battery, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during a felony. At an immunity hearing this month, 5 witnesses presented evidence in support of Brown's claim he acted in self-defense. The DeKalb County DA's office does not plan to appeal the ruling. MARTA agrees to pay Atlanta $52 million in a dispute over enhanced bus services.
The settlement closes the chapter on a years-long legal battle over sales tax proceeds that the city of Atlanta argued the transit agency overcharged. The Moore-MARTA dispute has delayed planned transit improvement projects, and in a statement, MARTA CEO Jonathan Hunt says the agreement gives us an opportunity to turn the page, strengthen the partnership with the city, and focus on making meaningful improvements to the system. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
An execution date is now set for the man convicted of killing 2 real estate agents in Metro Atlanta in 2003. Stacey Humphreys is set to die by lethal injection September 16th. This would be Georgia's first execution this year. Humphrey's execution was previously scheduled for last December, but was put off due to a legal challenge involving parole board members. The Georgia Supreme Court declined to hear the case, but a petition with the U.S. Supreme Court is pending. Jurors in Massachusetts begin deliberating in the trial of Lindsay Clancy today. She's accused of murdering her 3 children. Correspondent Peter Haralambous reports the jurors have a few options to consider.
If they conclude, as defense lawyers have alleged, that Clancy was in the throes of postpartum psychosis and unable to differentiate between right and wrong, they could find Clancy not guilty by reason of insanity. She would then be sent to a state psychiatric facility. However, if they believe Clancy was aware of her conduct, they could choose between the crimes of first-degree murder, second-degree murder, manslaughter, or acquit her entirely.
In what's the start of a huge power surge, Georgia's Fort Benning is getting a nuclear micro-reactor. Georgia Tech's Stephen Biegowski says this type of technology should be used at the local level, too.
We have AI data centers that need additional electricity and implementation of nuclear power within the state. such as what's done in the Vogtle 3 and 4 reactor additions to our electrical grid, really is needed and vital to the economic growth of our state.
The U.S. Army announced yesterday 5 bases will get different types of micro-reactors, which act as a backup power source. College football returns to Atlanta this weekend, and today students at South Atlanta High School get an inside look at the career opportunities in the sports industry, both on and off the field.
They got an opportunity to hear from people who are developing themselves in their careers, that they saw a path forward, that they can see people like them.
John Grant is executive director of the MEAC SWAC Challenge football game, which this year features Howard and Alabama A&M. Today, students at South Atlanta met directly with representatives of ESPN, HBCUs, and corporate sponsors. It is 5:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Making progress in Stockbridge, Bill. Here, units picking up the last few cones from this crash. It's been in the left lanes. 75 southbound below 675, but what a mess left behind. 75 south delays start in Morrow at Highway 54. 675 southbound now slowing all the way back at Forest Parkway, so just very rough trying to get through Clayton and into Henry counties. 285 east and north still slow, leaving 675. All that earlier trouble up at Covington Highway, it's long gone. You're just going to be on the brakes getting through that construction zone passing I-20. And into Cobb County, they are clearing up the right lane crash, or trying to at least. 85 northbound at Claremont Road. Delays will find you as you take 85 north and pass the split with Georgia 400. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for this evening with a few hit-or-miss rain showers and thunderstorms rolling through. A few of these showers will continue through early tomorrow morning with lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high of 88. Scattered rain showers and thunderstorms through the evening hours. Trending drier for this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy with a stray pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible. Morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the low 90s.
Storm Tracker radar picking up some rain right now in the eastern suburbs of Metro Atlanta in Walton County, just to the east of Monroe at this hour. 84 in Sandy Springs, 85 in Douglasville, 88 in Peachtree City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
George Stein literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. Let him represent you. GeorgeStein.com.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
Heavy rains and storms recently dumped a lot of water on Atlanta area homes in a very short time. Quite a stress test for your roof, and another reminder that your roof is the first line of defense to keep water out and protect everything you own and love. Hey, it's Dave Baker for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys, and the only roofer I trust. A few hours of severe downpours can expose leaks from years of wear and tear. After storms like this, think of Findlay first. They've replaced over 65,000 roofs locally with high-quality work, upfront pricing, and exceptional service. Findlay makes it easy with 0% financing and roof replacement starting at just $139 per month. So if our recent storms have led to water inside your home, or if you just want peace of mind, get started with your free roof analysis at FindlayRoofing.com.
So Trump has upset some farmers and cattle people because yesterday he signed a beef import proclamation. 300,000 metric tons of imported lean beef trimmings for 90 days. The idea here is this stuff is cheaper And then if they flood the market with cheaper meat, then maybe it'll help bring prices down before the midterms, and maybe people won't be feeling it so much. But the farmers are like, well, this ain't helping us at all. And there's some idea that maybe the quality of the beef isn't as great. At least that's what the farmers, that they would say that. I don't quite understand the whole thing, but it's a complicated situation.
That's right. It's a complicated issue, but I did a great parody song for you to play that you could address maybe.
All right, let's do it.
Tried to relieve my disastrous tariffs. Made a deal for mystery meat. Dropping beef safety rules, playing farmers for fools. Causing lots of problems for the ways that you eat. And at night I dream up these wonderful schemes. All kinds of lunatic feats. Not tofu-y global gooey, it's mystery meat. With some old stale bread and roadkill from the street. Sleazeburger from nowhere nice. Very well done with a lot of spice. Not really tasty, but you can't beat the price. It's just a Sleazeburger from nowhere nice. To hell with all the Midwest cattlemen. Let's get some beef from a faraway land. Strange cut and chops, they say, are just the top. Well, we can sell it to McDonald's and mix it with slop. The times have changed for groceries these days. Now I'm in charge, you'll shut up and eat. Ostrich burgers, rat fillets, or minced stingrays. Just a tariff-high creation on which you'll feast. Sleazeburger from nowhere nice. Very well done with a lot of spice. Not really tasty, you can't beat the price. It's just a Sleazeburger from nowhere nice. I like mine from Wendy's or McDonald's. Nothing's too good for your favorite Donald. Big side of French fries and a Diet Coke. Oh look, there's a rat tail on which you can choke. Just try Sleazeburgers from nowhere nice. Yada yada yada. Wow, that one really, I don't know. I like Jimmy Buffett, but man, I don't know. That was a tough one. All right, well, everybody loves the meat that we're bringing in. It's fantastic. Chew it up. Love it. It's delicious.
Very good. Very good.
Well done. Well done.
There you go.
That's one thing you're doing. Well, you're still doing the good. I can't criticize
the comedy's in my blood.
The novelty songs.
Well, he's got that pen and he's got that intelligence, man. He can write out those songs.
If you've got intelligence, and a pen,
oh God,
you can do anything.
That's right. Great songs. You can do anything. Everybody likes a good parody.
When you were done crossing out Ontario and writing America, did you then turn with that same
I got right
intelligence and pen and write that song?
I ad-libbed the whole thing. And
yes.
My girl, she did all the editing. My girl Friday.
Oh, your girl Friday, yes. Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie.
Why are people afraid to say that name? This is somebody who works at the White House. Why? It's like I see people who they dance around and
She who shall not be named.
I think her salary is paid by us. Am I wrong?
Natalmort.
I saw it. Where's this strangest, or not strange, but goofiest headline. Where the hell is it? Bum, 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 bum. I don't want to get this wrong.
Sleazeburger.
By the way, that was a parody of Cheeseburgers in Paradise.
Late great Jimmy Buffett.
That's right. Son of the
Still
son
giving
of
away tickets, aren't you?
Son of a sailor. Sometimes. That's how popular he was. People still want to see him live.
People say that Kenny Chesney has jumped into Jimmy Buffett's space.
Why does he do the same thing? Will he have the laid back deadhead thing?
I'm Kenny Chesney.
All right, there's no reason.
I'm just doing my impression of Kenny Chesney.
Does he have a whole we're middle-aged?
Yeah, just beach
lovers.
I don't button my shirt.
Yeah, beach
Let's
lovers.
Party. I'm wearing flip-flops.
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney fan, huh?
When I got my cowboy hat on, come on. Let's party. I'm Kenny Chesney. Let's do manly things.
He used to be in just the modern country space, but now
I ride a bull.
Now he is in the beach country space.
Yeah.
Here's the headline that I found to be most interesting today. It's from Wired. You know, Wired, they're like a...
It used to be a magazine.
Yeah, I don't know if they still have a magazine, but they're mostly online now.
Wireless?
But Wireless is the magazine. The online. That's the first time you've made Tim Andrews laugh this year. I got to say.
Really? I
don't
made
know.
Tim laugh a lot. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was a genuine one.
Wow.
This was a laugh without the word mercy in front of it.
All right, there are some moods going on in here today.
You've made me laugh.
I'm ready to fight. Let's go.
So from Wired magazine, this is my favorite headline of today. It says how to see the partial lunar eclipse and blood moon on August 27th. Well, wouldn't you just look up? Does anybody need a guide? How can I see this? How can I see this lunar eclipse?
Bend your neck.
I don't know. I keep looking forward. That seems to, throughout most of the days of my life, looking forward is the thing to do. So I don't really understand how I would actually enjoy a partial lunar eclipse.
Apparently based
I
on...
kept saying eclipse.
Yeah, eclipse.
That sounds like a hair cuttery online.
Yeah,
eclipse.
Apparently in the Eastern time zone, 12:14 a.m. this morning, or I guess tomorrow morning, will be the best time to watch it.
Oh, how are we? Are we cloudy here, or what's going on?
It seems to be clearing up.
Are we able to see it from Georgia, first of all? Are we one of the states that can see it?
We will be able to see it.
Partial eclipse.
Let's ask our weather lady.
Can you get the weather lady?
The leather lady?
Well, that's a different lady.
I got her on speed dial.
It
Turns
appears
out the leather lady knows a thing or two about meteorology as well.
I'm looking at my
Not just the dominatrix.
I'm looking at my WSB radio app for the weather lady.
Yes.
And it does say that it will likely be cloudy then.
Oh, come on!
But again, that doesn't mean you don't go outside at just after midnight.
Why?
Look up.
Well, you look up to the clouds and see a partially.
This is a big listening area. There's a possibility that in your part of the listening area, it could be clear. It could be.
If this turns out to be one of the Thursday nights where in my brain I say, there's only one more show, surely I can get through it without any problem at all and just continue to drink into the early morning hours. If it's one of those evenings, maybe I'll stumble outside at 12:03 and look at
hey, look at that bloody moon. Is it going to be blood red moon?
Well, because of the partial lunar eclipse, it's going to be, it'll be enough. It's partial, but I think it's like over 80%, and that's enough to create the red hue.
The sun is going to be in front of the moon? I'm a little... How does a lunar eclipse work?
If only we had a machine that would fit in the palm of our hands that would tell us all of this stuff. It's more. It's more than that. It's three things have to come together, I believe.
When the Earth moves directly between the sun and the moon, blocking the sun's direct light and casting a shadow on the moon's surface.
Yeah, the third thing that I forgot about is Earth.
I forget about it.
That one slipped my mind a little bit.
That's an important one.
Yeah, I think it's kind of overrated. Have you watched the news lately? Alex Williams says, a little change in my voice there. Alex Williams says 75 South is in recovery mode through Stockbridge.
I like that, Eric. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, 75 southbound. It's recovering from that earlier crash below 675. It's all gone, but 75 South still stacked up through Morrow into Stockbridge. Those delays find you right around or just before Highway 54 Jonesboro Road, and same on 675 South through Ellenwood, but no need for an alternate. Hang in there. All lanes are open. That ride's going to get better. On the crash I've been watching in DeKalb County, 85 northbound at Claremont Road, exit 91. It's on the right shoulder now, but still slow as you leave at Georgia 400. Delays continue past that from 285 up into Norcross. And traffic trooper Jorge let me know of new trouble, 85 north in Duluth at around Old Peachtree Road. That crash is in 1 to 2 left lanes. 400 northbound, it's a little crowded in Sandy Springs from Abernathy Road up to Northridge. 75 northbound had some trouble clear in the express lanes in Cobb County up around Highway 5. That's why those have been a little crowded as well, starting back around South Marietta Parkway. 75 north to through lanes, just on and off the brakes between Marietta and Ackworth. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
We've all been there.
Bumper to bumper all the way back before.
Counting the minutes before we know we're going to be late because we couldn't count on a traffic app.
Crash knocks out 4 left lanes, including the express lane.
There is one thing you can count on. Triple team traffic on WSB.
3 right lanes shut down. We know the highways. We know the streets. And we know the shortcuts.
Avoid the area by taking Buford Highway as an alternate route.
And all you need to do is listen.
More experience.
More reliable. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Triple team traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by their results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
I'm Ben. As a licensed Kroger pharmacist, I'm committed to helping you choose the right vaccines for you and your family. Whether you have questions about the flu, RSV, or COVID vaccines, our team is ready to go above and beyond for you when it comes to providing personalized care and seasonal vaccine education. No appointment needed. At Kroger, we're here to look out for you. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site or pharmacy for details.
If you've been thinking about selling your home this year, now is the time. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. When you receive a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, there's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, BR, said, Mark Spain Real Estate sold my home within 30 days. I definitely recommend them to my friends and family. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com. And start packing.
When it comes to public safety, Georgia has a voice in Washington. Congressman Mike Collins. Collins wrote the Laken-Riley Act, signed into law by President Trump, requiring federal detention of illegal immigrants charged with serious crimes. Collins wrote the Trank Act, signed into law by President Biden, cracking down on fentanyl-laced tranquilizers. 2 laws, 2 presidents, 1 priority. Protecting Georgia families. Learn more. Visit collins.house.gov. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Georgia's growing fast. That includes more large energy users like data centers choosing to do business here. The good news? Georgia Power says residential customers won't pay more because of it. Large load customers are required to fully fund the infrastructure needed to serve them, helping protect homeowners and small businesses from added costs. In fact, Georgia Power has frozen base rates through 2028, and beginning 2029, the typical residential customer could see annual savings in their bill averaging more than $100. Learn more at georgiapower.com/data centers.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
When will we decide that we're done with teenage beauty pageants? You'd think after all of the Epstein stuff and
never
what we're learning about the people at high levels in these pageant circles and how they provide young models for their very wealthy clients in this world. You think,
I like how you're tiptoe. This is good.
Well, I just think you would.
This is a good illustration.
Well, yes, I don't want to say things that are untoward, but I think people understand what I'm saying. We've seen out of the Epstein files, Epstein, I know, that we have seen that there's this world amongst these modeling agencies where it really turns out that hey, we're going to send 15 or 20 over there to your country. You can judge them. They're all between the ages of 14 and 17. This is what we've seen. And yet, in the year 2026, I'm doing my news prep and I come across this. Miss Teen USA winner revealed. See who will compete for Miss Teen Universe. Now, is this stuff even on television anymore?
Television.
The Miss Teen USA.
I think it streams.
I mean, has anybody looked into these organizations? Exactly what goes
no
on?
reason to. They do a good service.
You would think that the Epstein thing would just turn people off to, I would think, beauty pageants in general, but certainly the whole Miss Teen thing. Right.
Didn't Trump used to be involved before he got in politics? He had
yes, he owned Miss Teen. I think he owned this pageant, didn't he? Was it this one, or was it? Well, we can find out. But he owned one of them, and there's some very creepy footage. I don't know if you've ever seen this on YouTube.
Oh, hello,
Miss Universe.
Miss Universe. You know,
Miss
there's
USA and Miss Teen USA.
Yeah. So he had a. There's I don't know what it was. So there's on YouTube, there's footage. This is, I think, from like 92, 93, somewhere in there, 1992, 93. Or it might be the 80s. And Trump, he looks like he's, I don't know, like 40 or something. And they're judging. It's like a Miss Teen thing, but they're in like a hotel ballroom.
Oh, that's right.
Have you ever seen
this?
this?
I have seen this video.
And it's a bunch of like middle-aged dudes. And like 13 and 14 and 15-year-old girls are walking by them in bikinis. And they're like, that's a very good one.
Nice butt. Yeah.
And I guess maybe it's because it was Miss Teen and he owned it. Or was it like a preliminary thing? And all of these girls you can see are like from Eastern Europe or somewhere. Yes.
Well, we can be proud of this year's Miss Teen.
Why?
Miss Georgia.
Is it Miss Georgia?
Yes.
Well, congratulations. It's always good to win.
She plans to go to UGA's.
Nothing against Miss Georgia. Nothing at all. Miss Teen Georgia. But I don't trust the people above you in this organization. I'm going to say that, and you shouldn't either.
You can watch it on the queenbeauty.tv app.
All right, so I guess it has been pushed down in society.
I have that app. It's a good app.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 North in Duluth.
Yeah, getting pretty jammed up here, Eric. 85 northbound. The crash is up at Old Peachtree Road, exit 109, or just north of there. It's been in a couple of left lanes. I think they're trying to clear it, but it is stacked up that ride back to Highway 316. You can always use Satellite Boulevard as an alternate. The crash on 85 north before that inside the perimeter at Claremont Road, exit 91. It is still working on that right shoulder. It looks like fire departments now, they just pulled out. They're blocking the right lane, so the delays leaving Georgia 400 are not going to get any better. 75 northbound, still on and off the brakes from North Marietta Parkway all the way up to Highway 92 in Ackworth. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter here for my friends at Southern Exteriors. They've earned hundreds of five-star reviews from families right here in Georgia, and their customers tell the story better than I ever could. So don't take my word for it. Take it from the hundreds of Georgia homeowners who've already given them 5 stars. Choose the 5-star team your neighbors trust and take 10% off your next siding, roofing, or window project. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. That's southernexteriors.co!
At Choice Men's Health, patients are experiencing positive results for treatment of ED and performance issues in the bedroom. Here's Bill's story.
I'm a 60-year-old man who moved to the area recently.
I suffer from diabetes and I'm taking heart medication. Unfortunately, one of the symptoms I've experienced for the past 5 years is ED, which has had a major impact on the intimacy my wife and I have always enjoyed. I've tried all the pills, and like a lot of people with diabetes, they just weren't effective. My wife heard a commercial on this radio station, and she made an appointment for me with Choice Men's Health. I was blown away by how effective it was. My marriage has never been better. I truly believe it made all the difference. I'm grateful for my wife for making the appointment, and I highly recommend you go see Choice Men's Health and get back in the game.
Call Choice Men's Health at 404-400-1170. They guarantee results in the first visit, or the exam is free. Call for your appointment today. Choice Men's Health, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Arum here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair Simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair Summer Sales Event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
To anyone who avoids HVAC repairs, it's time to leave it to the experts. With memberships that cover regular HVAC maintenance and worry-free repairs, Service Experts keeps your home healthy and happy. Visit serviceexperts.com to check out today's special offers and promotions.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, Delta Airlines is sued over the size of their seats. Here's a report all new at 6 o'clock.
Rolando Jimenez was on a flight from Atlanta to Seattle when he tells WSB he was seated next to a, quote, bigger passenger, so he ended up tilting his body to the left during taxi and takeoff.
I just thought, hey, I'll deal with this until we get in the air, and then I'll be able to recline. When I got in the air, I realized that the seat was broken and would not recline.
He says he asked to be reseated.
Can you move me to another seat? And she goes, no.
He says he stayed like that for 5+ hours, which led to him having emergency back surgery. He's now suing Delta, saying the Atlanta-based airline should make their seats wider to accommodate the flying public. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
And we have reached out to Delta Airlines for comment and have not yet heard back. It is 83 degrees in Atlanta. Showers and storms will continue through tomorrow. Will it be drier for the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Georgia's economy could feel the pain from the new tariffs between the U.S. and Canada.
Whether it's tariffs on construction equipment or paper goods, Georgia Chamber Foundation Executive Director Daniela Perry says higher prices in key sectors means higher costs for all of us.
Businesses thrive on predictability, and kind of the continual evolution of these policies certainly is disrupting those supply chains and increasing costs for businesses and for everyday citizens.
Canada is Georgia's largest export market, accounting for 11% of total state exports, valued at $6.8 billion. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
President Trump hopes to lower beef prices by lifting some tariffs on foreign imports of beef starting September 1st. But Karen Travers reports this is angering some Republicans and ranchers.
The other big question is, where is this beef coming from? The White House hasn't said yet. It was not in the executive order. The White House hasn't answered questions about this. And the Agriculture Secretary this week, when she was asked on it, said she wasn't involved in these discussions and directed people to the U.S. Trade Representative.
New at 6 o'clock in the latest string of flock camera cases, a Covington police officer is arrested and fired for misusing the flock safety system. The GBI says investigators found Michael Canty used the system for non-law enforcement purposes. It is the 5th arrest that GBI has made in the last week for police officers misusing flock cameras. Atlanta police and the FBI are looking for a third suspect wanted in a mass shooting last year.
In July 2025, one person was shot and 10 others were injured in Atlanta on Edgewood Avenue. This April, 24-year-old Zakevius Zenard Perry was charged with felony murder and 10 counts of felony aggravated assault. Officials say the other two suspects, Nazir Williams and Rico T. Arnold, are currently in custody. Williams was just arrested on Monday in the Sandy Springs area. Now the search is on for Perry, who is considered armed and dangerous. Officials say he has ties to New York City and could possibly be there. Jordan Brown, 95.5 WSB.
Police in Canton say a 14-year-old girl was sexually assaulted after missing her school bus last Friday. The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office says they've arrested 42-year-old Raymond Sukram. They say he drove up in a truck and asked the girl if she needed a ride. He talked her into getting into the truck and then drove her to a location in Canton where the alleged sexual assault took place. The man is charged with aggravated child molestation. The U.S. Army takes a huge step in expanding nuclear power infrastructure, and it could have benefits for local communities in Georgia.
The nuclear microreactors have the type of power that could benefit other things like data centers, according to Georgia Tech's chair of nuclear and radiological engineering program, Stephen Biegalski.
Basically a long-term electrical supply. You can think of it as similar function as a generator that wouldn't need to be refueled for months, if not years.
These reactors will be tested at 5 military bases in the U.S., including Fort Benning near Columbus. He believes nuclear power could strengthen the electrical grid in Georgia. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Here is Alex Williams.
A little better news up in Duluth, Bill. Crash cleared, all lanes back open. It looks like 85 northbound up around Old Peachtree, or at least trying to get it off to the side. That's the one that's been in at least a left lane or two. That access road's pretty jammed up as an alternate, as people have been using that. Crash still in the right lane out of the northeast Atlanta area through Brookhaven, 85 northbound before Claremont Road, exit 91. And looks like we got a crash blocking a lane, 285 northbound. It's the right lane that's blocked on the inner loop southwest leg of the perimeter before Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit 9. I'm seeing the delays behind that to Langford Parkway, Highway 166. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for this evening with a few hit-or-miss rain showers and thunderstorms rolling through. A few of these showers will continue through early tomorrow morning with lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high of 88. Scattered rain showers and thunderstorms through the evening hours. Trending drier for this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy with a stray pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible. Morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the low 90s.
Most of the rain we're seeing now on Storm Tracker radar is to the east of Atlanta. Some rain showers in Walton County, just to the east of Monroe at this hour. It's 82 now in Brazelton, 84 in Dallas, and 83 in Doraville. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Correctamundo, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And I want to say this. I am not a misogynist. I'm a feminist. I'm a male feminist. A good old-fashioned male feminist.
So you'll speak for them then?
Yes, of course.
Thank
I will
you.
step
I
in
appreciate your courage.
And speak for them.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I'm a male feminist in the sense that, you know, I believe in equal rights for everyone, and everybody should be equal. I mean, that's a little bit of a different thing. I actually have a point about the whole equal thing. But I'm saying is everyone should have the same rights. And I'm a male feminist, classically of what male feminism would have been in the 80s, right? Everything got crazy after the 80s. But I think male feminism means you respect women, and if necessary, you will put a shoulder in to help make sure that on the political scene, women are treated as they should be treated.
You don't mind if she works as long as dinner's ready when you get home.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I'm saying, yes, I'm a modern male
I like that.
feminist. The reason that I am saying that is I don't want people to, because every once in a while I'll hit these different stories, and people will think, hey, you're always going after women or whatever. But I'm not. It just turns out that there's certain stories that just aren't going to get my interest. Like this Jared Yamamoto keeps throwing me audio and it's like, hey, you should talk about all this stuff going on in the WNBA. I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't watch the WNBA. The WNBA, they can have any players that they want. I still won't be watching. It's their association. If they make decisions that sell tickets, then they made good decisions. And if they make decisions that make people turn away from them and not patronize their product, it's got nothing to do with my life. I'm not going to be pulled into a conversation about WNBA.
What if they let robots play?
I will. Fine. That's their decision.
Would you talk about that?
Oh, sure, I'd talk about it.
Because that would be interesting.
It'd be interesting, but I wouldn't care. I don't think of it as like, well, this stuff that's going on in the WNBA, it has cultural ramifications that everybody needs to get involved with, whether they like basketball or women playing basketball or anything like that. It's important.
As long as they're not trans robots.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is there any such thing?
Well, what bathroom are they going to use?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
These are all the conversations that when they start in front of Eric Von Hessler, he's like Trump at one of his Oval Office meetings. Immediately. And then I go, no, I was resting my eyes.
Everybody standing around you. You sit down?
Yes. By the way, at what point does he look that? Because Trump is like really into the visual image.
The optics.
The optics doesn't look good of him sitting there and all those people standing around.
I
in
don't
those
care.
meetings.
I'm the president.
So the WNBA, and I mentioned that before, that's why I bring up the fact that I am a feminist, because I'm going to bring up another thing that you're not going to drag me into, which is this thing about the Callaway good ad. You know, and I've never watched it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I know what happens because I've read about it.
What is this?
It's a comedy premise. Well, now Callaway's apologizing. Oh, we're wrong, and
Where's Shari?
They'll probably go out. All the C-suite executives from Callaway are going to put on a hair shirt and walk through downtown just to prove how sorry they are.
This is the golf company?
Correct.
The golf, yes. And they made it. So I haven't even seen the ad, but from what I've read about it, and he sent me the audio, but I don't.
Oh, what do you do? Knock a woman over in a commercial?
The idea is somebody's getting to his Callaway something, whether it's a driver.
His driver.
Okay.
Don't mess with his Callaway
and
driver.
so he sees it. Is it a famous golfer? Is it
no,
Scotty
it's-
Scheffler or something?
No. It's one of those influencers.
Huh?
It's Tiger Woods.
So anyway, the premise is nobody comes between me and my driver, right?
Correct.
And she's about to touch it, and he runs over, and he knocks her over to get his driver. And now the whole thing is, now, hey, somebody stir up the ridiculous machine. Let's act like the writers were.
Hey, Titleist is licking their chops right now. They're loving this bad publicity.
Change the woman to a man, same commercial, nobody has a problem.
Right.
Nobody has a problem. The idea is no one's going to get. It's supposed to be ridiculous, right? It's supposed to be comedy. What kind of idiot would take his driver this seriously? Well, our drivers are so good that's. It's an easy premise to understand.
Could have knocked over a baby or something because
Right,
it'd be
exactly.
crazy. Whoa.
Anybody over third grade should understand the premise and go, "Oh, I get it." But instead, it turns into this whole, he knocked over a woman and then Callaway, because to be in the C-suite in corporate America in 2026, there's just one thing you have to be able to do, and that is fold like a deck chair. That's when the other people in corporations know this kid's got it. Never stand up for the people that you paid to write an ad. By the way, it took a lot. I've made ads. It took days and lighting people. Everyone knew that this was a joke. And a few idiots, and only an idiot, could make a deal out of this. A few idiots pipe up, and this is why we got this CEO. He knows how to fold like a deck chair. Apologies and blue and this and yeah. Give me a break. It's called humor. Hey, no one was hurt. She was paid.
I was hurt when I saw it.
Well, okay. I guess that's what you call the collateral damage.
In the CEO
of Good.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know that 99.9% of all women don't care about this, but to that teeny tiny loud bit, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I mean, oh yeah, I signed off on it. Yeah, I hired everybody. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I was on the set. It was awesome. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for doing nothing wrong. But listen, we're going to take that off the air. And so no one's ever going to see that thing that doesn't have anything in it that is worthy of anger. I mean, it is absurd. It is absurd. You're not a feminist. You're simply a human that doesn't have a sense of humor. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Callaway was able to hide behind this other company that they were collaborating with called Good Golf.
Oh.
Good Golf is the one that promoted the idea. It still is Callaway's product.
Sure.
But they're the ones that came up with the ad idea. And so Callaway's like,
we
would never associate with them for what they're doing.
No, we saw it. We had 10 meetings. We had 10 meetings about it.
And we tested it.
Yeah, and then we tested it, and then we said, hey, we like this, but can you change that? But now, it's them.
Now we've got one bad comment. We've cut ties.
Yes, we've cut ties with them. It is absurd. The joke is not even all that. It's like, okay, you've seen that joke in a million movies. The person who's over enthusiastic and bumps people out of the way for something stupid. It's not a new joke. And again, same premise, same ad. He knocks over a guy. Nobody cares.
Also, living in an era where there wasn't social media, no one would care.
Yeah.
And if they did, who cares?
Right. And, he doesn't punch her.
No, he doesn't.
I haven't seen it.
He does knock her down pretty hard, but it is for humor and comedy.
It's called pratfalls. Hey, if we want equality, I'm surprised we haven't done this yet. A female Three Stooges. They've done the female everything else, Ghostbusters and whatnot.
And Bridesmaids.
Well, right.
That was a good movie.
So it's okay if girls knock girls over.
Yeah. Yes. In that case, it was okay.
Listen, you morons. No one at Good Golf was trying to promote the idea of violence against women. No one. No one there was trying to do that. So shouldn't we just go, oh, okay, move on? This is my new advocacy. My movement is, it's called, okay, move on. Hey, we were wondering if you were in favor of violence against women. Oh, you're not? Oh, okay, we were just wondering. Okay, move on. like that's sanity. That's sanity. That ad, we had a few people, they were, oh, okay, good. Okay, we're good, fine, move on. But it can't be that way. Somebody's getting more power by forcing the corporate person to apologize. You think they'll go and move on? Or are they now desperately looking for the next ad?
Let's kick a dog in this one. Good golf. They'll be talking about it. We'll take the driver. And...
maybe I'm wrong. Spend the rest of the day opining on X about this ad. And forget about the fact that over 40% of fourth graders in this country can't read at a fourth grade level, or your country's $40 trillion in debt. Don't you get that this is bread and circuses? Don't you get that? Keep arguing about the WNBA. The politicians love it. The powerful love it. You're not noticing that you're all getting screwed. As long as you're arguing with each other, none of you will look up.
I'm buying Ping from here on forward.
That's right, as it should be.
That's how I send a message.
Because they don't believe in violence against women like these other corporations. It's absurd. We live in absurd times. You know what the proper response to not liking a joke is? Not laughing. And I know, because it's happened to me a lot. Alex Williams says there are delays on 85 North into Brookhaven.
All due to a crash that is still hanging out in the right lane, but fire department's pulling away as we speak. Eric, 85 northbound, Claremont Road, exit 91. So I expect those delays back at Georgia 400 to start to thin out. So if you're in that backup, hang in there. 85 northbound, thought that crash had cleared up in Duluth, but it still seems to be hanging out in the left lane or so around Old Peachtree Road. That's why you're seeing those brake lights back to Highway Highway 120 Duluth Highway, 75 northbound. You're still seeing moderate volume out of Marietta into Kennesaw from North Marietta Parkway up to Highway 92 in Ackworth. Traffic brought to you by Aleve. When traffic slows down, pain can make the ride feel even longer. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of pain relief so you can put pain in the rear view. Use as directed. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
WSB's looking for a home for Phantom. Chris Chandler here. Phantoms are WSB Dog of the Month with Paws Atlanta. 9-month-old, sweet, playful white pitty. And there's a special reason we want him to find a home. Go to WSBRadio.com/dog and see. Our sponsor, Finley Roofing, will pay the adoption fees. WSBRadio.com/dog.
Your family's backyard fun continues during cooler weather when families come together in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy System, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Save up to $2,000 off with 0% financing for 48 months, plus a free audio upgrade. Offer ends September 8th. Brown's Pools and Spas, over 50 years of awe. BrownsPools.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
If you care about Social Security and health care, this is important information for you. Mike Collins voted with Donald Trump to double health insurance premiums for more than 1 million Georgians.
More than 1 million Georgians are facing higher insurance premiums.
And Mike Collins voted to gut Social Security. He says he wants to push Social Security beneficiaries off Social Security and back to work. Listen to Mike Collins.
Get off of Social Security. Get back into the workforce.
Listen again to Mike Collins.
Get off of Social Security. Get back into the workforce.
Mike Collins doubled health insurance premiums, and he's attacking your retirement. John Ossoff is working to strengthen Social Security and to make health care more affordable.
Senator Ossoff passed the law that would cap the price of insulin at $35 a month.
Now, John Ossoff's fighting to ban insurance companies from denying the health care you need.
I'm John Ossoff, candidate for Senate, and I approve this message.
Paid for by John Ossoff for Senate.
Belinda here for Virtual Imaging, and I get great satisfaction when I hear about the success stories from our listeners about their lives being saved. Virtual Imaging has been giving free heart scans for years, and many elect to also get the full body scan to detect cancer. I'm here with Joe Mendelson, who did just that, and boy, does he have a story to tell.
Yes, I do have a story to tell, and I went and had it done, mainly for the heart scan with this company, Virtual Imaging, and lo and behold, they found a suspicious nodule on my lower left lung, stage 1 lung cancer at its early stages. I finished my final radiation treatments for the lung cancer, and a follow-up scan showed that they got the cancer. It was zapped, it was gone. Make it easy on yourself and go have the heart and lung scan done.
Thanks to Virtual Imaging, you're cancer-free.
That's exactly right.
Virtual Imaging is now offering a free heart scan for the first time with few minimum requirements, $1,000 value. Call 770-730-0119 or visit virtualimagingatl.com.
Gear up this fall with the new All-Pro battery by Steel. Tackle any task with 60% more peak power. Exclusively available only at your local Steel dealer. 60% peak power. Comparison between AP300PC and AP300S.
Just hold on to that, Tim Andrews. I do have an idea. I'm being interrupted by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Well, all of them together.
Yeah, well, I can't. They're going to take me.
I have a breaking update for you, Eric.
An update is breaking somewhere?
On the Callaway controversy. And this
you're talking about the advertising where they were trying to be funny and people didn't like the joke, and so now the CEO has to prostrate himself.
For both companies.
Yes.
Yeah, both
I'm
companies.
sorry!
Well,
I believe what's the update? Is he committing harikari?
You guys will be happy
at noon tomorrow on CNBC.
You guys will be happy to know that Callaway has pledged $1 million to organizations preventing violence against women.
Hey, it worked. Hey, now the corporation gets a free, get out of jail free card, and no woman anywhere ever really benefits. It's like the Meta thing, the attorneys general for so long. Oh, we care about these kids, and then hey, we'll write you a check. That's good for us.
Hey, what's going to happen if YouTube and TikTok don't do the same thing?
If they don't comply.
You don't get the other amount of money. You get $12 billion whether they do or not, right? And then
Correct.
there's another $8 billion or something.
Oh, they get a bonus
if YouTube well, I mean, their point is this is not going to help our business.
Yeah.
If you allow our competitors to do this, then all the teenagers,
Snap, TikTok,
all the
YouTube.
teenagers will just leave us and go over there, which is, kind of true. But I thought the idea behind this is we were going to protect children. Now, what's going to happen here is the corporation writes a check. It's nothing to them, and they make this go away. And then they're going to give it to the most uber-known entity of women and violence and whatever. And then all I would say is, okay, reporters, but just take the next step. I don't know what the answer is, but maybe look into this organization. How does that money go? Where exactly does it go? How does it flow? I don't know. Maybe you'll find out it's absolutely perfect and women are helped. But one thing I know is once the people from the corporation write the check, they don't give a damn. They don't give it. They didn't just get real interested in women and violence and solving that problem. So much BS in the society. And then the person who brought it up was like, well, I'm a mover. I got $1 million for the $1 million.
Where's my cut?
Oh, hey, look, we got $1 million over there. Somebody dropped $1 million on the floor. Give that to him. Just get this out of. And then I'm sure they released some kind of a press release where there's Callaway cares about women. In reality, it was, hey, is that $1 million over there in the corner? Yeah, shovel that up and give it to him. Get this out of my face.
Here's Callaway's statement. It says, over the last several days, we have listened.
Wait, hold on. Do you have any violin music or anything? Any sort of like heart-touching? Over the last couple, we're all still learning. And here at Callaway Golf, whatever it is we do, we have clubs and stuff. There you go. Now, go ahead.
Over the last several days, we have listened and reflected deeply on the hurt and disappointment caused by the video we reposted.
Which was, by the way, just a reality check, zero. Zero. No one was hurt by no one. No one was hurt by this ad. Go ahead.
We heard from individuals who shared personal experiences related to violence against women and their stories.
Hold on. On golf courses?
And their stories were powerful reminders that this issue touches the lives of far too many people. Unequivocally, violence against women is unacceptable and should never be trivialized.
Can we give them a standing ovation? That's courage. That's courage for them to come out and take that very, very, very controversial stand. We live in a world of BS. Of course all that is true. But that's not, I think over at Callaway still today, they got together. Like, do you think next week, hey, before we go with our next meeting, I mean,
I would just
anything else, because I'm not over this whole thing with you. No, there's write them a check, shut them up, and let's move on. That's what happened. That's what happened. You think they were converted? The guy went home and he's having dinner with his kids and I learned something today, kids. You think that happened?
They learned something. The Tour Championship is this weekend here at Eastlake. They would not allow any golfers to use Callaway products at the Tour Championship. They wanted to make a real statement, and they really cared about women.
Let's not go there. Wait, you talking about money? No. It's funny, like they won't. You have all these golf fans that don't want to let any of the live golfers back into the PGA.
Yeah.
That's weird to me. I thought you just wanted to watch the best golfers in the world. The NFL, there's been a couple of leagues that have challenged them, beginning with the AFL, the USFL in the 80s. And when those leagues fold or merge with them, they just take everybody in. Jim Kelly was drafted by the Buffalo Bills in 1983. He went to Houston, the USFL, played for the Houston Gamblers or something for like 3 years. And then when the league folded, he came to the NFL. There was why is there so much... Why do golf fans want these people to be hurt for what they did? We don't want no competition around here. And we're all Republicans. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 North in southwest Atlanta.
Yes, sir. Right lane knocked out with this one, Eric. 285 northbound between Cascade Road And Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit number 9. That is slowing you back to Highway 166. Speaking of, still dealing with a crash on Highway 166, Langford Parkway westbound and Stanton Road. That is knocking out the right lane, slowing you back before Highway 29. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Reliable Heating and Air warns if some rooms of your home are warmer than others, your AC may not be distributing air properly. Visit ReliableAir.com today. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
PB&J, mac and cheese, biscuits and gravy, some things just go together, like Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows and exceptional installation.
It's Jonathan and Ted from NG Windows. The best windows deserve the best install.
Quick, clean, and hassle-free. Expertly installed to perfection.
Window and door shopping made simple at ngwindows.com.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
Hey, it's Shelley Winter. Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you make. So after an accident, why trust its repair to someone focused on cutting costs? At RJ's Auto Body Plus, they believe the repair should protect your vehicle, not the insurance company's bottom line. For nearly 20 years, families throughout the area have trusted RJ's Auto Body Plus in Marietta because they don't believe in shortcuts, cheap parts, or rushed repairs. With over 40 years of experience, they know what proper collision repair looks like, and they stand up for their customers every step of the way. They work with insurance companies daily, but they work for you. Whether it's a newer vehicle, a luxury vehicle, or simply a vehicle you care a lot about, their mission is simple: restore it safely, correctly, and with the quality you deserve. RJ's Auto Body Plus, because your vehicle deserves more than a minimum. Call 770-955-5020 or simply search RJ's Auto Body Plus.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story: a man is free after a DeKalb County judge dismisses charges in a shooting earlier this year at the Decatur Public Library.
The defense attorney for Medicus Brown argued that he opened fire at another person in self-defense. At an immunity hearing this month, 5 witnesses presented evidence in support of Brown's claim. One said she saw the victim throw a cinder block at Brown outside the library before the shooting. Several others said the victim had Brown in a chokehold before he pulled out his gun. The judge ruled to give him immunity and clear all of his charges, including aggravated battery and aggravated assault. The DeKalb County District Attorney's Office does not plan to appeal the ruling. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
84 degrees in Atlanta, off and on showers and storms continue through tomorrow. What about weekend rain chances? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. Happening now, black smoke looming in the air after a fire outside of a Goodwill store in Buckhead. Atlanta Fire says they responded to heavy black smoke seen coming from the building on Piedmont Road. The fire was coming from a trash compactor outside the building. Crews were able to put out the fire without it extending into the building. A new analysis finds Georgia's economy could take a big hit because of the trade war between the U.S. and Canada. Georgia Chamber Foundation Executive Director Daniela Perry says we do a lot of business with America's northern neighbor.
Canada is really important to Georgia. It actually is the #1
export market for the state.
Perry says the tariff uncertainty will likely mean higher costs for businesses and consumers in Georgia. Atlanta-based Delta Airlines is sued over the size of their seats. Rolando Jimenez says he was seated next to a larger passenger on a flight between Atlanta and Seattle. He says he had to contort his body leaning to the left for the entire flight since his seat was broken. A couple of days later, he was in so much pain he went to the hospital.
And they realized that, I had blown my disc in the L3, L4, and I needed emergency back surgery.
He's asking for a jury trial as he sues Delta for medical expenses and pain and suffering. His lawyer says if Delta's seats were bigger, none of this would have happened. MARTA is shelling out $52 million to end a dispute with the city of Atlanta over enhanced bus services.
The dispute hinged on sales tax proceeds for the enhanced bus service known as More MARTA. A 2023 city audit found that the transit agency was overcharging a designated fund. The settlement approved by the board today is a final resolution of the dispute, and Mayor Dickens says in a statement it protects Atlanta's investment and gives the city a stronger foundation to work together on a transit system our residents and region deserve. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia schedules its first execution this year in a murder case that stunned Metro Atlanta more than 2 decades ago.
Georgia death row inmate Stacey Humphreys is now set to be put to death by lethal injection on September 16th. He was convicted and sentenced to death for the 2003 murders of 33-year-old Cindy Williams and 21-year-old Lori Brown at the real estate office where they worked in Powder Springs. He entered that office in the middle of the day, robbed the women, forced them to partially undress before shooting them both in the head. If the execution moves forward, Humphreys would become the 55th person executed by lethal injection in Georgia. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A drug bust in Cartersville leads to the recovery of enough fentanyl to cause over 8,000 overdose deaths. Police say they arrested Jacoby Wilkie, a known drug trafficker, following a traffic stop. The suspect obtained the drugs in the metro Atlanta area with the intent to distribute them in Cartersville. New jobs numbers from Metro Atlanta today show a drop in jobless claims.
Atlanta's unemployment rate is down to 3.2%, a 0.3% decline from the prior month. Initial claims in July dropped by just over 1,000 to over 11,000. Jobs in the fields of healthcare and social assistance saw the biggest growth. State Labor Commissioner Barbara Rivera-Holmes says the department plans to keep building on the progress to ensure Georgians can work, earn paychecks, and build better lives. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 6:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Better news in Duluth. Crash is definitely gone now, Bill. 85 northbound Old Peachtree Road. All lanes have reopened there. And the crash in southwest Atlanta has also cleared. 285 northbound, the inner loop before Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit number 9. In DeKalb County, 285 east and northbound. I'm still seeing some brake lights starting before Flat Shoals, getting up past the construction zone at I-20. They'll stick with you up to Memorial Drive, exit 41. Then after that, it's a clean shot into Clarkston and Tucker. 285 westbound, the outer loop making that late push over to Truist Park for the Braves game. Still slow from Ashford Dunwoody Road over to Roswell Road. Then you'll be on and off that brake pedal the rest of the way into Cobb County over to I-75, exit number 20. And on Highway 166, almost forgot about this one, Langford Parkway westbound in southwest Atlanta. Crash working in the right lane at Stanton Road, slowing the ride from Highway 29. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for this evening with a few hit or miss rain showers and thunderstorms rolling through. A few of these showers will continue through early tomorrow morning with lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high of 88. Scattered rain showers and thunderstorms through the evening hours. Trending drier for this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy with a stray pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible. Morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the low 90s.
Right now it's 87 in Noonan, 82 in Midtown Atlanta, 84 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Most home sellers get one offer. It's somewhere between lowball and not good enough. Orchard changes that. With Orchard's new Orchard offers, you don't just get one offer. You get multiple cash offers from serious investors all competing for your home. That's right. Make investors compete with Orchard's cash offer marketplace. Here's how it works. You work with an Orchard agent who submits your home to their exclusive network of hundreds of local cash buyers. They come to you with offers. You review them all and pick the best one on your terms. So you don't have to settle on one offer or worry about leaving money on the table. You see every offer side by side. That's how you know you're getting top dollar. Orchard Offers means no repairs, no showings, no drawn-out process. Before you accept any offer, see them all first. Get a free home valuation and see your offers today with Orchard Offers. Go to Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
At Choice Men's Health, patients are experiencing positive results for treatment of ED and performance issues in the bedroom. Here's Bill's story.
I'm a 60-year-old man who moved to the area recently. I suffer from diabetes and I'm taking heart medication. Unfortunately, one of the symptoms I've experienced for the past 5 years is ED, which has had a major impact on the intimacy my wife and I have always enjoyed. I've tried all the pills, and like a lot of people with diabetes, they just weren't effective. My wife heard a commercial on this radio station, and she made an appointment for me with Choice Men's Health. I was blown away by how effective it was. My marriage has never been better. I truly believe it made all the difference. I'm grateful for my wife for making the appointment, and I highly recommend you go see Choice Men's Health and get back in the game.
Call Choice Men's Health at 404-400-1170. They guarantee results in the first visit, or the exam is free. Call for your appointment today. Choice Men's Health, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
You got the latest copy of the radio TV interview report. This is, what is this, quarterly? We get one quarterly?
I believe so. That's a summer edition, right?
So if you write a book, the way this works is if you write a book or you got one of these, systems or something, if you do my system, you'll end up losing weight or gaining money or whatever the system is supposed to do for you.
Oh, I'm in some kind of feed now, Eric, where I'm getting a book a week.
Oh, well, because people want to be interviewed.
Yeah.
And they don't realize we don't do that.
Yeah,
here.
they mail them every week.
You get free books.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
And leave them in those boxes.
Yeah, the mail that I never check, and then somebody sends me something nice, and I find out it was 4 months ago, and then I feel like a jerk.
Can I point out one thing? That
yes, go
it's
ahead.
felonious over there that he has that magazine because it is addressed to me.
Is it addressed to you?
It is.
As the producer of the Von Hessler Doctrine?
Oh, no, it just says Tim Andrews.
Are you stealing his mail?
Look at we know what happened? It was in my mailbox.
What had happened was?
It was in my mailbox, so I blame the mail deliverer.
Okay.
You know what? We're a team.
Yeah,
so I think as long as it lands with the host, that's the most important thing.
Okay, I just wanted to point out.
Isn't the most important thing that Eric's happy?
Yes.
Isn't that the most important thing?
It is.
George, what do you think about it 8:30 at night? What do you think about it 10:30 at night?
Eric happy?
Thank you. That's when you know.
I think about that when I wake up.
Exactly.
Oh God, is you happy?
So the idea. So if you write a book or you have a system that you're selling or whatever, you'll want. I guess they kind of pay to be in this because this gets sent out to every radio station that has a show, and then you can see all the booking information and you can interview the author. You hear this on radio all the time. We don't do interviews hardly ever here, so it's not. But I look through it because you never know. And there's
maybe one day Paul McCartney will be in there.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah. He'll probably need this publication.
Oh, thank you, Altia.
in order to get people interested in booking him on shows.
I have 100 different things I like to do when I'm in the woods.
Your new book.
That's right.
By Paul McCartney. 100 different things I like to do
when you're in the woods. I look at the moss. I know different types of bark.
So we have here's some suggestions. Do a show on the benefits and drawbacks of having an AI girlfriend. What could the benefits? I think we know what the benefits are. They're momentary. we understand what the benefits are. But I would say probably that's an easy one because if you think about an AI girlfriend or boyfriend, it's really
mostly going to be a girlfriend.
Is it going to be? It's going to be guys, yeah. But you never know.
There's some girls that have AI boyfriends.
And let's not leave our gay friends out of this. Well, there may be lonely gay friends who have AI boyfriends.
Yeah, Tim. My goodness.
I'm a shy gay guy. I'm never going to meet anyone. AI.
Sounds a little bit like a young Arthur Blank.
That's why I moved here.
But an AI girlfriend or boyfriend, if you think about it, is just an adult version of an invisible friend, right? When you're like kids have invisible friends, right?
Yeah.
And this is the same thing, except you're older, so it's really like Arrested Development, and it's like it's kind of a childish thing to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend who doesn't actually exist. Now, I remember when I was younger, and I would tell my friends, because I lived, in the Northeast, and I would say, well, my girlfriend, she lives in Canada. You wouldn't know her. Because I didn't have a girlfriend, and I didn't want them to think I didn't have a girlfriend. So in a way, it's almost like having an AI girlfriend. I can tell my friends I've got a girlfriend, and she doesn't actually exist. It's really kind of the same thing.
She lives in Claude.
She lives in Claude.
You wouldn't know her.
So I don't think I'm in on that one. Here's another. How conservative Christian women became one of the most powerful forces in American politics. Well, that's easy. Men like to golf.
Yeah.
So I don't think I need to talk to that person. But hey, that's just the front page. I might find
There's
somebody.
got to be
in there.
some deep stuff in there, huh?
Yeah. Like
turn the page, Eric.
Oh, turn the
Turn
page.
the page.
Here I go again. Okay, that one's kind of a downer.
Oh,
I don't
yeah?
like that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about a lot of loneliness stuff.
There are some similarities between a real girlfriend and an AI girlfriend. Like if you run out of money, your subscription lapses.
Yeah, You're right. You're right. All of life is, which makes that 49ers owner not out of line.
No.
What he was doing. Because those guys used to always say, yeah, you're paying for it one way or another, aren't you?
Yeah, might as well pay for it at the trailer park.
They remember everything you said to them.
Hold on. It's a weird thing about
Are you writing a routine? That's great.
Thanks.
You liking it?
I do.
You guys you should use it on
You
your
should
Sundays.
use it for your show or for your stand-up.
George refuses to write for me.
I can steal some
I
jokes.
just made that up. And then how do I know that they weren't? Don't we have an open mic where somebody says they're looking forward to seeing me doing stand-up?
Yes, we do.
I think they're confused about something, but go ahead and play that one.
Eric Von Hessler, September 23rd. Oh my God, I am so there. I've never seen you do stand-up before. Forget about it. I'm going to bring everybody I know except for my best friend and his wife because we went there and saw Steve Burns and he crucified her. She was drunk and she didn't care.
I'm not familiar with that comedian.
Steve Byrne.
Is he known for
If you
taking
are,
people apart?
if you're messing during
Sure.
a show, yeah.
I think that it's a charity event. All the tickets have already been sold.
Correct.
It's for Choa. It's not like a. And by the way, I'm not a stand-up comedian. That's the novelty of it. The idea that you would show, I can finally see his act. I don't have an act. We're going to whip up a few things.
I mean, you've had since July to practice.
Yeah, but I'm lazy. So ultimately, I'll write a few things and then also kind of go with the flow. I got away with it last year and did well because I just told stories about what a horrible stand-up comic I was and used some of my old Lee Iacocca jokes from the 80s to prove what a terrible stand-up. I think I did a couple of K-Car jokes.
How'd those go over?
About as well as they did back in the 80s.
Okay.
No, everything went over because the premise was easy. Hey, I was a terrible stand-up comedian. I've got to do this for charity. Let me give you some examples of why I was such a terrible, so we could all laugh at me. But I can't show up the next year because my guess is it's a big room. So probably a lot of the same donors are there. So I got to show up with something new.
I like the crowd work idea.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to go with. That's what we're going to
do.
Yeah. And I think I've got some good questions for the crowd.
Kevin Hart does an entire course on crowd work if you want to check it out on Netflix.
Oh, is it on Netflix?
It is.
Is it a real course or is it a comedy?
It's
thing?
a contest, and he explains to the contestants how
No,
to...
well, so this always happens to me. I don't watch anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll go and I'll make fun of doing crowd work. And then after it's over, well, you obviously stole that from Kevin Hart. He's been doing that on Netflix for...
Back to the drawing board,
You
Eric.
can't win in this society. You just can't win. Alex Williams is checking the ride through downtown. He's going to tell you whether or not you're a winner on your drive home.
And not quite yet, Eric. We're still seeing delays starting in Buckhead on 400 South, right around Lenox Road. And the heaviest stuff hits you when you hit 85 southbound toward Midtown. You're going to stay slow down toward about North Avenue. Then much improvement the closer you get to I-20. 75, 85 northbound. Also a little crowded before University Avenue up to Peachtree, Pine Street. Trouble just cleared heading toward Norcross. 85 northbound north of Pleasantdale Road. All lanes back open there. Traffic brought to you by National Heritage Academies. At National Heritage Academies, their Moral Focus program builds values like compassion and respect into their challenging academic curriculum. NHA, find a tuition-free K-12 school today. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB. WSB.
Back to school means back to school lunches and snacks.
And the price of groceries keeps going up. We have the solution.
WSB's Grand for Groceries.
Your chance to win $1,000 5 times a day.
Every weekday. Yes! Enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB Radio app.
Thank you. First chance to win is tomorrow at 8.
WSB's Grand for Groceries.
It pays to get your news from 95.5 WSB.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
Something big is coming. Jared Yamamoto here. And on September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with exclusive deals and an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun, and all roads lead to Game Day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states, so that means right here in Georgia, every fan is in on the excitement. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember the date, September 2nd. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era, and the biggest day in sports history. New DraftKings customers sign up with code AtlantaTalk. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code AtlantaTalk. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim, issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook predictions and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state.
Buy with confidence and transparency with the Jim Ellis Expressway.
Express yourself.
I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of Jim Ellis Automotive Group. When you buy a vehicle, you should feel confident throughout the shopping and buying process. That's why at Jim Ellis Automotive, we focus on something simple: transparency. We believe in clear pricing, straightforward information, and helping you understand every option available to you. And we'll keep you totally informed every step of the way.
Express yourself.
Choosing a vehicle isn't just about transportation. It's about finding a car, truck, or SUV that fits your lifestyle. Something that helps you express yourself. And with the Jim Ellis Expressway, you can shop on your terms. Search thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles, calculate payments, secure financing, and get a value for your trade. All online, all from the comfort of home. Get started now at JimEllis.com.
Express yourself.
Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
If you've been thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home fast and for more than you expect. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. One of the most stressful things about selling your home is not being able to control the timing. Mark Spain Real Estate allows you to receive an all-cash offer on your home and close in as little as 21 days. Hassle-free, guaranteed. Trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Leon was about to leave the military.
My biggest concern was, what am I going to do next?
He found out about My Computer Career and their military transition program.
The Cyber Warrior program takes you from not knowing anything about a computer at all to being a subject matter expert.
How long is that going to take?
In the span of 4 months, I was able to get 4 different certifications.
4 months? Leon's advice?
Highly recommended.
Become a certified cyber warrior in just months at mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary. VA education benefits available to those who qualify.
On BritBox, your next hidden gem is right around the corner.
If you're going to be bold, here is the place to do it.
Get ready for Britain's most anticipated series, streaming exclusively on BritBox. Catch new seasons of favorites, including Ludwig, starring David Mitchell.
You want someone to get murdered?
And the eagerly awaited new adaptation of Agatha Christie's iconic detective duo, Tommy and Tuppence.
Do you think we're actually really good at this?
Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Watch with a free trial.
I'm still looking at the interview book here. There's people we can book for interviews. They've written books. This one seems like a downer. Do a show on hidden Medicare enrollment mistakes costing baby boomers medical care. That sounds like a ratings winner.
Enticing.
Anyway, who could say no? But, people would look at that and go, that's clickbait. Now, maybe we should book this nut. Before you were born, you chose this.
Chose what?
Being born. Where you were being born, who you are. Do a show on the teaching that changes everything. I do have sample questions.
Oh, good.
Can I be the...
So you chose... You want to be the lady?
Yeah. Okay. We'll pretend.
I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to mock people. I am kind of mocking people, but I like to do it in a roundabout way.
Can we just call her Crazy Lady?
Yeah. Natalie Crazy Pants.
Yeah.
No, she's like a hippie. Like,
oh, hey.
There you go.
How's it going?
Yeah, she likes your aura and stuff like that.
I like your aura. Thanks for having me on your show.
Sample questions. What does it mean? Boy, I got to start bringing readers to work.
Wow.
This is how old I'm getting. What does it mean that souls choose their incarnation? And how does that change how we live?
See, that's a very wonderful question, and I'm so glad you started with that.
Yeah, you gave it to me.
So the soul...
You
I kind of
it.
knew that you would go that way.
Okay. All right.
And so I put that idea into your mind with the projection.
All right.
And so
our souls choose.
Souls choose
how, where,
and
we're born.
We're born.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Who would choose for their soul to be born in a place?
Everybody has.
Hold on.
Okay.
Who would choose to be born in a place like with nothing but horrific war around them, like a warlord that's chopping people up? And
Because
who would
every
choose?
soul wants to fight to live. And sometimes there's a soul that's really seeking out a challenge. And so as opposed to like, I'm going to be born in the Hamptons, right? No, I'm going to be born in a war-torn area.
Yeah.
And I'm going to help this body that I'm entering, this hunk of meat that's accepting my soul. Once I'm older and I'm grown, I'm going to help lift these people up out of poverty and war and lead them to the salvation.
Wouldn't most people just choose to be born in a mansion somewhere? I think if I like you just
when you're a soul that's floating around in the ether, you've yet to taste the riches of life or understand that wealth is important. You see a struggling body or an area, or there's other souls there that are calling out for help.
We're running out of time here.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on. We'll go ahead.
I was going to ask just real quick. Man, when was the last time you took a shower? You really stink.
That's patchouli.
Yeah, that's patchouli, honey. Our darling doesn't understand. He's a young boy. He doesn't understand. He doesn't quite understand that as you age, you don't need to shower as much.
I think you do need to shower.
What? Here's another sample question.
You look like you had accepted.
I'm all
a
natural.
Yeah.
Are you hitting on me now?
I don't know.
My soul is taken.
Sometimes I put it in your mind. Well, your soul isn't taken. Your physical body.
Oh, I see. You want my soul?
Sure.
So that's not cheating.
I gather
on my
souls.
Well, she predicted this was going to happen.
I know, but
she's not a predictor.
When you die,
she's not a predictor. She's not a psychic.
I'm not a psychic. When you pass on, I'm going to take your soul and put it into a baby in Somalia.
Here's another sample question, real quick. What must a soul do to earn the privilege of a life?
To earn the privilege of a life, a soul must show the universe that it's ready to expand and be born into a body no matter what. And that sort of asks your first question, because everyone would choose the Hamptons if they could, but not everybody can. And so you have to show that you're ready to take on any body and any challenge.
That's interesting. I see here in your bio that you live in the Hamptons.
Yes, that's right. I have been fortunate enough. I was not born there.
Okay, all right.
No, I was
but
born in Martha's Vineyard.
Your soul chose for you to live there now.
It was just the right
no,
thing
my
for your
husband
soul.
lives there. And so I live with him wherever my husband lives.
Well, we could have booked her, but we already had we already did the sample question.
Pleasure being here. Thank you.
It's nice, Natalie. Whatever I said your last name was. That music,
Crazy Pants.
Crazy Pants. That music's telling us two things. shut the hell up and get the hell out. And you know us. We're good people. What does that mean? Good people do what they're told without questioning. And that's us. We're good people. Next up, we have Bulldog Talk.
That's right. Getting ready for the season. Kirby and then Hondo and the All-Stars in the second hour.
Hondo, Ringo, and his All-Stars.
That's right.
Shelley Winter will return tomorrow.
Go Dogs.
We've got a show. Thank you, Ringo.
I love football.
We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. Until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the genie.
.656, Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Looking for new trouble west side perimeter, 285 northbound around South Cobb Drive. We'll check the jam cam for that. If you're traveling 20 westbound into downtown, still a little slow from Moreland Avenue to the downtown connector. That's because there's brake lights downtown on the connector north. University Avenue up toward Freedom Parkway. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Alex Williams, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Money Update.
Money Update.
From WSB consumer expert Clark Howard. Sponsored by Reliable Heating and Air.
The latest survey, this one from U.S. News, found that nearly half of Americans could not handle an emergency event that cost $1,000.